Okay.
All right. I think they can hear us now.
Hey, what's up, guys? Play that song, Bappa.
Let me see.
So,
first time streaming here at the hostage room. So
yeah, you know, we did the first live for Timos at Gerardo's spot, and he has all the stuff hooked up. So we're learning, and we gave ourselves like not 18 minutes to set it up.
Yeah,
because I got off work and Gerardo got off work about the same time we met up at my spot, and he's been setting it up. So I don't know if you guys, they're like, they can't hear me.
All right, here it goes. Let's start a song. Ready?
Song
you don't have YouTube Premium, huh?
No, but I can get it.
God damn it.
I didn't know I needed that.
Oh my gosh, I can't spell anything. I had way too much coffee today too. And
I made coffee that I'm going to drink myself, even though I drank coffee all day. They can hear me though?
Yes.
So
let me make sure.
Yeah, okay. Let's see the chats.
What's up? Yeah, right?
Oh,
I can't spell anything. Yeah, so they can hear us.
It's baddies. Oh man, we gotta make the screen thing bigger or whatever.
Let me see. I could do this
on Chrome. You know how you can do the 3 dots?
Pop out chat, and then we throw this guy over here.
Okay. Do you have enough Diet Coke, Cooney? No, not today. I didn't drink any Diet Coke, B. So anyways, this morning there's more shit. I woke up and my mini fridge conked out. Like right before I had to go to work, I was spilling water all over my floor. So I had to like pick it up and throw it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I should have probably just fixed it.
Yeah.
But it was like all over my floor. I had like a few minutes to get to work. I was going to be late. So I just tossed it out front, and then some lady came up and she said, "Amigo, amigo." And I looked over, and that sounds like I'm about to do a shop bit. And then she started throwing Cheetos at me. No, she asked me if I wanted to, if I was like throwing out the fridge. I think I gave someone a fridge.
Oh, wow.
So overall, I'm like anti-shop. You know, I gave somebody something nice.
All right, let's play this song. This is the song I have access to without playing an ad. So let's do this. Yeah.
Nice. Shout out to Panchy. Brew that coffee. Casey Casperson is watching.
We should start with him.
Yeah, okay. Might do some Casey. Does anybody else know Casey? Oh, listen, this is the new song that we have for
Patreon
content.
All right, go ahead and hit him with the spiel, dude.
All right, yeah, join the Patreon so you can see all the stuff we got on there. We have beef episodes. We have stuff where we talk
dick episodes.
And what was the third one? Oh, we talk about why Gerardo is going to quit.
Oh, yes.
He's still here. He's still here. Yeah, so that's the song that's going to play for Patreon stuff. But anyways,
I'll figure it out more. I only had 7 minutes to get this all going.
Yeah, he did a good job. So cheers to him. Does anybody else know Casey Casperson besides Gringo Poppy on the chat? Have you seen those episodes?
Dude, Casey Casperson is he's my spirit animal. 8 inches.
8 inches. 8 inches. That's Ricky a good Bobby way to describe him. He's a guy that teaches comedy, and his big joke, he like does these YouTube videos. His big joke is that he says, "I'm fat," and you might. The reason is is because of my dad. You might know him. His name is Papa John, and then he starts the class from that. He's like telling you how good he got. I don't know. Did you want to start with Casey?
We can start with Casey.
Sure. Pull up some.
It's also a way for me to figure out how to do this streaming thing.
Right.
I feel like maybe if we have this over here, this could be our little Warzone screen, and then I could use this screen. So keep talking.
There's always a little bit of Bappa talk to answer your question, Pharaoh Monkey.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little bit of shop talk in every episode that we do, even in Raccoon Tweeties, because our brains are fully redacted at this point.
Yeah.
7 times a week. Okay. Jamiroquai is still here. I don't know what that means, but I like Jamiroquai.
All right, let's go like this. Who's Jamiroquai?
Jamiroquai, you know, the guy, they like, futures made of virtual insanity, not always. Should I, since people tune into the live, should I reveal what the next week's song's going to be for them?
No.
Like, no, yeah, because then other people will watch it and then know, even though they didn't tune in. I almost did, guys. So, I'm in New Brunswick. Where's New Brunswick? Is that New England? The continent or the state?
I forgot to tell you, though, that the forbidden words. Remember we told ourselves to remember each other?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. What was that thing somebody told you? Don't gadoosh yourself?
Never gadoosh yourself.
Yeah.
These are live, so we did that. We had this like agreement that we talked to each other before they started, like, hey, don't get canceled.
Don't get canceled.
But not get canceled. Just don't say things that you'd seriously regret, Think about it a little bit before you talk.
I'm going to log into mine because I have a...
Oh, from the episode today, thanks for everybody who watched that. That was like one of our bigger episodes for the Raccoon Tweeties stuff. But because my fridge went nuts, I was late driving to work and I had to do all this stuff. And I left my phone with the display mode off. And the display mode wasn't even off. It just was, my phone was on. So I started randomly timing out people. Fans of the show.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Like that guy, Evil Allen, who's like, who chats all the time. He's just getting blocked from the show for no reason by me. So I imagine he's not happy. But anyway, I know it's like I've said it a few times. I pinned the comment, but I apologize if I timed you out for no reason.
And then I have the ability to look at their last couple comments to be like, why did you? Because I thought you timed them out on purpose.
No.
And then I noticed that the comments were very supportive. And then I text you like you're accidentally blocking people.
Yeah, he read my mind. He knew right away, almost right away, that I was doing something redacted.
Yeah,
and Gerardo called it. That's like a sign of real partnership,
Yeah,
we get each other.
All right, so let's. I sorry I had to cut you off here, but this one we haven't watched yet, and I'm dying to watch it. You read that?
Well, oh no. Oh, what?
Can you read that?
How to tell a funny story in stand-up comedy writing. Okay. Let's hear stories from Casey.
Let's do this, dude.
Oh, see, Evil Allen is...
he's back, dude.
He's back. He said, LOL, Evil Allen always getting blocked by accident. Well, good attitude about it. Whoever the other guy is, I'm sorry. I don't know which one you were, but I did not mean to block you.
You don't matter, B.
You don't matter, dude. You don't count. Can you read this, or did Cooney block me?
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do a painted narrative, Like I'll block anybody at any time of any size and any facet.
Cooney starts blocking my fans, and all of a sudden his fridge went out, dude. That's all I gotta say. Let me see here.
My life is falling apart, man. This is the only thing that's going well.
All right, so you guys know Casey McPherson here. Look at that face, though.
Look at this guy.
We love Casey McPherson, by the way.
Yeah, one of our guys.
This video is titled "How to Tell a Funny Story in Stand-Up Comedy Writing."
Yeah.
So a Netflix title.
He doesn't just do that. He does videos where he talks about how to do stand-up and how to write, but he also does stuff about like marketing yourself, and he has a company. Yeah. Very interesting guy to watch his videos. And his face always kind of looks like this.
And right here, he does look like Papa John's son. Not going to lie.
He looks a little bit chunkier in this video than normal. But then later, we watched a video like more current or like a more recent one. He looks kind of like yoked, like he's been doing HGH or
he's
something.
killing it now.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better, so don't feel too bad for him. He would have trouble fitting into a car, because he's one of those big guys. You're like, how did you get in?
Yeah, how does he even get in
How does he get in? But then you're like, is that what you notice, that he's big? Like, come on.
But how did he get in there?
How did he get in there, dude?
All right, let's see.
I wish we had Kratom. I've never done it.
The next style that people like to write with is the storyteller style.
Are you a fan of telling stories?
Sometimes, yeah. I like stories.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have, like, I'll tell stories about my dad. I've been doing that more recently on stage.
But like, does it go well or?
So yeah, people like the story about like the scary ladder that we had growing up. But if you want to see that, you got to come to one of the shows. Or maybe I'll post.
When's your next show?
Next show is July. I got a new one just today, July 1st at Fourth Wall in Hollywood. Yeah, another Fourth Wall show.
I got a show this Friday in Covina.
Nice.
At Fret House Comedy.
Fret House?
Fret House.
Okay. Any Covina heads in the chat?
How many Coviners do we have in here, dude?
That's near us, so.
But and then also July 19th, I'm in San Jose, the Improv.
Right, and then I got, let's see, what else? July 5th in El Segundo, and then July 26th in Culver City.
Tell a story about how Mexican your wife is.
Dude, my wife, man, I don't know. She's not I don't have one.
So when it comes to telling stories, try to give us your pointers and let's see if Casey McPherson's on, or what's his name, Casperson, is on your same wavelength.
Okay, so with take what I have to say with a grain of salt, but what I do is I try to just...
I'm taking everything Casperson says.
You want to compare both.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You want to compare both ways of doing it. Well, what I do is I just pack jokes into the story. I'll tell a story, but there's always like a punchline of some kind as quickly as possible as the story keeps going. Okay. You set it up, punch, and then at the end is hopefully the funniest part of the story.
Yeah. You know? So like I went to AutoZone today, and it was hard to fit through the door because I'm fat. Right?
Yeah.
And then I went.
That's Casey. Because you're doing an impersonation of Casey doing it.
No, I didn't say that. You said that.
Okay, but you're saying you're too fat to get into AutoZone?
No, he has a huge double chin right there. But
yeah.
So anyways, I'm in the AutoZone, and I need some help with getting my stuff because, I'm fat.
Okay.
And then I start to, get all the things together. Window wipers, donut, you know what I mean? And I go to the front, and then I realize I don't have enough money because I spent it all
on Papa John's on food.
Because I'm fat.
This is how Casey does it.
Yes.
Gerardo was just doing that. Is literally how he talks.
Yeah.
And a lot of his stories trail off like that.
Yeah.
The funniest part is generally not at the end.
No.
And he also has this weird cadence. Like he has this he has weird pauses where he looks. He's almost like thinking nobody's there, but it's still like he bombed. So, I'm just talking. We should show. Yes. Show, don't tell, right?
So now, mainly punchlines. You need punchlines every so often.
Yeah, that's my point.
He needs to edit these parts out.
Edit the part where you burp.
Yeah.
This isn't alive.
I like to mention up front that
I'm fat.
Even though you're telling a story, please God, don't make all the funny happen at the end of your story.
Zing, he'll light you up, B. Dang. Okay, so not funny at the end. Okay.
He's telling you to front load what I just did, dude.
No, I didn't say front load. I said all throughout and biggest at the end.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So it's a little bit, but the way that was framed, that was pretty good. It's almost like we set it up like that.
Spend it on all the Addies. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why I had no money at the AutoZone. I spent it all on Addies.
The idea of a storytelling version of a joke when you're on stage as a stand-up comedian is to tell little mini punches and jokes along the way. And if you think of it like a fight, think of it as a jab, jab, punch, jab, jab, punch, jab, jab, punch, jab, jab, punch, uppercut. Every single line that you're saying along the way needs to have some sort of humor in line with it. One of my favorite storytellers, and again, I mentioned earlier in the series that he takes a lot of criticism, is Dane Cook. The guy
Yes. How do we feel about that live?
Yeah, do you guys like Dane Cook? Let's see.
Yeah. Any Cook heads in the crowd?
I'm staying in my lane watching my Bappa stream.
Okay.
Is this live or pre-recorded?
This is live.
This is, yeah.
We just read your comment.
We just read your comment, dude. Shout out Jeremy Bartlett, always leaving comments, dude.
We don't really have a Mark update. I don't know. I've actually never met him.
I know, guy, He's a great guy. Hologram.
He's lifting.
Comedians who tell long stories are just humorists, but I don't matter.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle tells stories. He's a pretty funny guy, right?
Yeah.
That Chris Rock sometimes he tells some stories there. He told a story about his daughter on the latest special. That was pretty funny.
I did in 2002. Dane Cook is trash.
There we
go.
Trash.
Did you guys see your favorable Red Bar mention?
I saw the first one, but I didn't see that. Someone said there was a recent one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Great guy. Never met him.
It's hard to tune into the show because people were telling us about how they mentioned us, but I don't know where to go see it. It's like I saw the full stream on YouTube because there's like a Red Bar YouTube channel.
I think he has his own website. Well, I know he has his own website and shows on there. So if he's talking about us, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank him.
Cook is okay since he made up with Stanhope. What happened with him and Stanhope?
Probably joke theft or something.
Yeah,
I know Cook got accused of that often. It was a big thing with him.
I talked to Dane Cook once.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Oh, well, he was on the Kill Tony episode I was on, but then on Twitter Spaces.
Oh, he had like a Twitter space, and you were listening to it, and you
chimed in. I was like, "Hey, fool, how's it feel like to be like really famous?"
And then what did he say?
Thanks, Gelaldo. It's cool. All right. Anyways, next.
You said your name wrong.
My heart.
All right, no, Gelaldo. That's right. That'll be correct on Twitter.
Horrible comment. Met him once.
Mike, why was he horrible? Just bad at stand-up, or he was bad to you?
All right, let's go.
He's one of the greatest storytellers of all time. He gets a lot of criticism because he doesn't necessarily tell or write a standard punchline, but the way he tells a joke is unbelievable. Go look up some of his earlier stuff, and you'll see that he does a lot of writing, and then the further he gets in his career, the more he realizes he can deviate away from the standard writing that you see in maybe one-liners because he does such a good job of telling a story. Storytelling, of all the ways to write, are most about this emotional connection that we talk about.
So where's the emotional connection with you and your father in the story?
Well, the story that I tell about my dad is just like that the ladder is very scary, and it's like, I think if you, and I'm afraid of ladders now, like I think if you are not afraid of ladders, it's because you had a good ladder growing up, one that wouldn't just kind of like shake violently when you get on it. It wouldn't just fall over. And he would get up on the ladder, and now I'm just doing the bit. He'd get up on the ladder with me, and he would like grab something that was really heavy, and he'd be like, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it, and then you're going to guide it down. I was like, if you don't know what guide it down means, that's when it's too heavy for two people, but we don't have a third person.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get hurt, and my dad may die.
Wow. Oh, there's the emotional connection.
There's the, because they're worried that he'll die. And there's more to it than that. But yeah. What's the emotional connection in your AutoZone thing?
Well, I don't know what, if emotions.
It wasn't a real story. I don't, I'm going to cut you off there. Whenever I go into AutoZone, the problem I have is that there's no one working there and nobody wants to help you. You go there and you're like, hey, first of all, no one comes up to you. There's only just one guy at the cash register. You got to go up to him. He's like, hey, I need a headlight. And then they'll be like, okay, what kind do you need? And you're like, I don't know. Can you look it up? And they're like, all right. And then if you buy it, they won't put it in for you anymore. You notice that? There's like, it doesn't matter how many people are in the store. They're always like, oh, there's only one person working here. I can't. If we had more people, we could do it.
But also too, like you are, when it comes to cars, what percentage of stuff do you know about cars?
Like almost 0%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're probably going to AutoZone. What? How often do you go?
Very rarely. I mean, recently I've been having some issues with my headlight. If I got to be honest, I've been there too many times recently. But you think they would put it in for you?
Yeah.
They don't. I've had Gerardo put it in for me.
Oh yeah, I put it in twice already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That twice, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you text me. Also, too, I was running without a headlight for like 3 months.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Your headlight went out for 1 day and you got pulled over.
That's true. I got pulled over by the cops, Pasadena. They made me, I got pulled over because of my headlight, and they made me park the car. So I was parked in front of this apartment complex for so long while they ran my license that there was a whole line of people trying to get out of the opening. Yeah. Like car after car, I just kept building. People were getting out of their car and staring at me. And then like the security guard came out and stared at me. They're all just like looking at me, and I'm like kind of trying to I'm looking at my phone, like, embarrassed, And I'm scared of the cop. Yeah. But I get to the point where I'm also kind of so perturbed by these people staring and being mad at me that I start like looking out. I try and get the cop's attention, like, hey man, can we do something like these? Are you not worried? There's a traffic jam now. Yeah. He didn't care at all. He came over all slow. He's like, here's a warning and here's your license. Just, get it fixed and all that. And I'm like, all right, cool. We've been here for an hour now. Yeah. It was wild.
Can I tell you a story about last night?
Yeah.
So first of all, there's a lot of comments. I don't know. So is Gerardo staying? Join our Patreon to find out.
Yeah. 8 inches.
8 inches. That's what you get for going to Pasadena, Cooney. Anyways, I feel so redacted now. So last night, you know where I live, right? In Seattle, Oregon, right? I was pulling out that street that is really inclined. Yeah. And when I got to the top, there was a fucking fire truck with the lights on and everything. And he pulled into the middle of the cross streets. And I was just sitting there waiting, hungry. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go to Jack in the Box. All right.
Yeah, Jack in the
Let's
Crack.
not out ourselves on the live, but I do eat at Jack in the Crack. I just got some right now too.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, the guy pulls up, the fire truck pulls up right in front of me, right, and I'm waiting to turn right, and they just stop in the middle of the cross street, and then I was like, it was like what 30 seconds, and I'm already annoyed.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's fucking move it, dude. You know,
They had their lights on?
They had their lights on.
Okay.
Sirens go, woo, woo, all that shit. They pull forward a little bit, and I fucking, without even thinking, the lights are still on. I just pull in front of them and just like keep driving. And it was weird because you never go by a fire hydrant or a fire truck when they have lights on, right?
They were fully stopped though.
They were fully stopped. They moved forward a little bit.
Okay. Well,
and
then
the
I
lights
think,
never turned off.
I think you made the right call then if they're fully stopped. You can go around. They didn't get pissed off. It didn't seem like right.
No.
I think what we're seeing here is that the cops and the fire people in Los Angeles are a little dicey.
They'll keep you busy.
They will keep you busy.
And so I go to the Jack in the Box, right? I pull into the drive-thru, and then I go to the window, right? Or whatever, the fucking speaker box. And the guy goes, "Welcome to Jack in the Crack. How can I help you?"
He did not say Jack in the
I
Crack.
swear to God. I'm not joking at all.
Whoa.
What did I do?
Laughed and asked him if he was a fan of Raccoon Tweeties. Probably not.
I just left, dude.
You why?
I just left.
Because he's too unprofessional.
If somebody
for you?
says, "Welcome to Jack in the Crack," they're about to spit in your food, dog.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I wouldn't have thought that.
That's like, I put myself in his shoes, and if I'm trying to quit Jack in the Box, the first thing I'm doing is saying, "Welcome to Jack in the Crack" at the fucking speaker box, dude.
I don't know. I doubt there's like a big monitoring of what they say into those things.
That's what I'm saying.
He's probably just being playful. One time I went to Krispy Kreme and the guy was legitimately singing like a Neo song by him. It's like full song, like the whole thing. We stopped because it was me and Danielle Perez. We stopped and we just listened to him sing for a while. It was so funny.
Nobody knows.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Who are you? That's good. Thanks for reminding us. We don't matter.
We don't matter. Okay,
none of this counts. Doesn't count.
Jack in the Crack.
Oh, is that over because I thought that maybe somebody at Jack in the Crack would know who you are? Listen, I've said it before. Hail Mary's Pizza. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I went in there and I forget exactly what the guy said, but one of the pizza guys throwing dough, he was like, he said something like, "Hey, thick boy squad." And I turned around. I like couldn't believe that he had said that. And I was like, did he really say? It was so foreign to me, the idea of someone recognizing me or just those words together said to me out in public.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I was like, are you listen to the podcast? He's like, oh yeah, every week, man.
Oh shit.
I was like, oh my God.
That's dope.
Thank you. But I've gone there before and he's never there anymore. They probably fired him after that. They were like, you can't.
Hans Kimmy is funny as well.
Thanks, BHS.
All right, so let's continue. Okay, so so by the end of this, I want you to have a story that you're able to tell. My Jack in the Crack story, I don't know where the emotion is in there, but...
like a new story.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so let's go.
If you are not emotionally attached to your story in some way or another...
For the most part, I always feel like I'm his son when he's talking to me. He's like, if you do not clean your room... You know what I mean? Right?
Don't care.
If you don't get fat.
I can't use you in my comedy.
We only feel as much emotion as you do. And if you're up there telling a story third hand about something that happened that you weren't a part of, it's not going to be funny to us. So you get permission, if there's a really funny story that you know of that you weren't at, put yourself in it. Be one of the characters. Put yourself...
Tell every story as if you were there, even if you weren't.
Yeah, so like take someone else's story and do it. Like that's what Schaub does all
That's
the
why
time.
he shouted out Dan Cook, dude.
And Dan Cook, thief. Yeah, thief for Sutherland. This guy, Casey Kasperson, of course, he wants an emotional story. He's Italian. His blood is boiling at all points. You know, his dad's Papa John. He's probably, when he was growing up, his dad was like, oh my God, the pizza, so much pizza, Casey. You are so fat. So he's a very emotional guy.
In the story. And in fact, the challenge in being funny on stage as a stand-up comedian is always look like the asshole. Always make yourself the bad person.
We got that down. Two jerks right here. Okay.
Make yourself the villain, the asshole. That's funny because Schaub does like the complete opposite. He tries to make other people in his stories the villain.
And make himself the hero.
Yeah.
Like the story where he's saving that little boy. Where he pulls him out of a car. And then he pulls this little boy out of a car that's crashed. And he goes, hey, you like Moana? And the kid's like, put me back in the car. Please.
He's like, oh, God. Is that a cookie with salsa on it? Oh, God.
Yeah. That shop's so stupid. He's like, real quick, how many chicks you fuck? No. He gives him a cookie. I got a cookie with, it's a Latino kid. I got a cookie with salsa. I'll just pour it on real quick. Yeah? You like, here's some Cheetos. He starts throwing Cheetos at the kid's face, pelting him with Cheetos.
Also, I forgot at the top of this to shout out Dab and Play Games. He's a moderator for us in the chat.
Dab. Thank you, Dab.
Shout out to him. Give him a subscribe. He's very funny. He also streams.
Right. He's going to take out stuff if it's gotten too dicey.
Yeah, because there was like at least 2 or 3 comments.
There was 1 or 2. Yeah, I only saw one that came through when we were like, be cool, be cool. That's not enough. You can't just see a slur and be like, be cool. Be cool. Slur's a bit too far for that.
Be cool, be cool.
Someone's just dropping slurs. Like, be cool. Then, no, not good.
PF Chang's is closed, about to order some Papa John's.
Uh-oh.
That'd be a funny little Reddit for Casey Casperson, dude.
That's a big drop off. I mean, I like Papa. Oh, like a Reddit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But if Casey Casperson had a Reddit.
He doesn't upload 3 times a week, though.
No, he doesn't upload enough.
Yeah.
These are like old ass videos. We don't see new shit from him.
I know. We just relive the glory days, special time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here we go.
If you become a comedian that writes jokes about how much you hate other people and making fun of other people and how stupid other people are, the audience will believe that you are talking about them. So if you can be vulnerable enough when you're telling your story to make the story about you, make it an embarrassing story, make it about possibly a very true story about something very embarrassing that happened to you that everybody laughed at except for you, that's the good stuff. That's what people pay money to come see.
Really?
They don't want you to go on some type of a...
So far, though, this is definitely the video with the best advice I've seen from him.
Yeah.
Because the rest of them, we would have to pause it and be like, what?
But look at the last comment here. Not the bad.
This does sound, you're right. It does sound like ChatGPT giving advice.
Yeah.
It's very, I mean, he is kind of like, this guy could be AI.
When you tell a story, use words.
Yeah.
You know?
He's too basic. You're right. But the other ones, he's not only just basic, he's also wrong often. He doesn't make sense.
Well, you know what we're missing? David Nunez.
Oh, wow. Thank him.
Why are you two going live on YouTube like you matter, B? We don't matter,
dude. We don't count.
That doesn't matter.
live or pre-recorded. The thing you always have to remember is that we don't count.
We're so terrified of people thinking we matter. We're like, oh, no.
That was one of the funniest comments early on. One of the Chang's people, when we were getting like one of those posts where we got like shit on a lot. He was like, I love the fact that they care so much what the cats think.
Yeah. Also,
too much.
I forgot to shout out Bear Nips, dude. Bear Nips is always in the premiere chats, dude.
Really? Oh, yeah. I see that name a lot.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to him. Ricky Bobby was here last time, too. Where were we? Sorry. It's so easy to... We'll get used to live streaming.
I mean, he was saying... Don't make yourself
the Casey Casperson special, dude.
What are you talking about?
He tells you how to do it, and then he tries to do it very badly, right?
Yes.
He always does that.
He gives an example, but it's not like a pre-thought out example, so it's usually not very good.
Yeah.
He kept doing this bit where he'd be like, so I have 85 pens. Someone offers me another pen, and I say, I don't need that pen because, and then he would say something that made no sense. Because I'm fat. Like, there's almost always fat.
Because I'm fat.
I'm turning... You wouldn't give me a remote, or like I gave you 85 remotes. I don't want another remote because you'll turn me on. That's one of the ones he said, I think. It's pretty bad.
What? Oh, shit. We got another super chat here.
Please go live on Wednesday instead of Monday. Kill Tony premieres tonight.
Cable
okay.
Ho, that was an accident. We shouldn't have blocked that comment. I don't know why. It might have automatically.
Oh, we did it
blocked.
again?
Networking is important, and call people at the open mic for coworkers.
I didn't even have anything in my phone in my pocket that time.
Please go live on Wednesday instead of Monday. Kill Tony premieres tonight.
That's the one I was reading. I'm sorry about that, Kill Tony.
Yeah, shout out to you, David Lyons. But this Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a podcast. So we decided on Monday we're going to figure out the scheduling. Fuck, Marry, Kill, BGL, Lizzo, Poppy Lee.
Okay, I guess we'll do it. Let's see.
Let me take this off screen real quick.
So fuck, marry, kill. I would fuck Lizzo, marry Bobby Lee, and kill BGL. Sorry, Mark. That's
yeah. I mean, when
I
you're
just name
married,
the waters.
when you're married, you got to fuck too, right? So like,
Yeah, that's. I mean, I'd rather if my choice of who to have sex with is Bobby Lee, Lizzo, or BGL.
I choose Bobby,
dude. you would rather have sex?
I'll fuck Bobby because it's one time. Marry Lizzo because it's gonna be a lifetime full of sex, and then BGL.
You don't have to have sex with the person you're married to, though, right? I mean, for a successful relationship, sure, but you just get married to Bobby Lee until the divorce.
True.
You didn't really think this through.
I didn't think it through.
No,
but I
don't know. You guys say who you would.
I just don't want to fuck Lizzo so bad.
I mean, she wouldn't be my first choice, but I wouldn't be like this. I wouldn't be the worst
against
thing
her.
in my
I'm just not into Oreos like that. You know what I mean? Like she eats Oreos with mustard and shit.
She puts mustard on Oreos?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Just off that alone, I'm like.
So the culinary habits of the woman that
Yeah.
you're having sex with is a big deal to you.
Yes.
So you wouldn't get with any of the Shabs then, because they have a weird, they put salsa on cookies.
Dude, Shab like this.
Or any Taco Bell mess, or no, Guadalajara mess.
Whenever I'm eating and I have a mirror nearby, ever since Timo's, I go like this. And then I put the food on the tongue. You know how Shab puts his tongue out?
Oh
first?
yeah, it's so weird.
And then
when
I'm
it does
always
that.
like, why am I doing this? But it's purely because of Shab.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys for the super chats. Let's go back to the masterclass storyteller, Casey Casperson.
Yeah.
A tirade about how ethical you are and how everybody else around you is an idiot.
That's
Dude,
Shab.
this is definitely like a video Shab should watch. Shab should be watching Casey Casperson 7 times a week. Okay.
Oh man, that's so funny. We're on the phone like for 30 minutes earlier, like, hey dude, let's just not talk about Shab at all.
That's not what happened.
No, I know.
That'll never be the case. Somebody was like, enough Shabisms. We're like, no, more. We need more of that, dude.
This is the only joy we have in life.
If we could do it the whole episode, we would. I love doing it.
All right, let's go.
Stupid or mean. Be the mean person. You'll know that you're telling a unfunny story if you have to start it with, here's a funny story.
I mean, that made you laugh, dude.
That's
like that
hilarious.
that's like a good way to start. I don't know. Here's a funny story is not bad. People do that in the office and it's usually pretty good. I don't know.
Oh man. What do you think about Tony Hinchcliffe? There's a lot of chat in the
I mean, every time I met him, the small amount of times he's nice to me.
Yeah, he's very nice to me.
So, but why are people saying he sucks in the chat?
No, there's like contention going on. There's people saying they like him. There's people saying they don't like him. They're saying that he's a cat.
It'd be fun. There's no way we don't like the joke is we done matter or whatever, but there's no way this podcast is causing trouble to kill Tony.
No, there's
like,
no possible way.
There's almost no connection other than we both like to make fun of Shab.
Yeah.
Shab equals cowbell. We need more of it. Yeah, there you go. See, Diego gets it. This is the first video that made me think though. Like, Casey Casperson, he's like, you got to have emotional connection to the story, and now I'm just thinking of stories. Like, I've told a few stories on this podcast already.
The ice cream story.
The ice cream. Well, that was last episode. I mean, specifically this one.
Oh, okay.
The pizza guy thing. The stuff about their fridge, and then there was another one that I've already forgotten. But I think all of those. The ladder. Yeah. Well, that's I was like trying to do the bit, but not do the bit, so it came out pretty ridiculous. Yeah. All
right, let's see. We're still waiting for the story that he gives as an example. Here we go.
Yeah, well, hopefully he does that. He might let us down. There's only 9 minutes in
Or
this.
if you end it with, it was so funny.
That's true, though. You know your story bombed when you're like, that was so funny. Right,
yeah,
guys?
that is a telltale sign that your story didn't land very well.
Let's go.
People should be instantly engaged in your story the moment you begin to tell it. And the only way you can get people to jump in instantly is to shock them into it. You have to tell the story in such a way that the opening line, the way that you begin, engages them. And it can be simple. It doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking, but you can simply start a story by saying, let me tell you why I'm an idiot. And people will listen because they want to hear about something stupid you did, because it's probably something stupid that they did that they can relate to. They get to laugh at you and sit in their own security in the dark, drinking beers with their friends, laughing at you, while secretly inside going, I am that person. I do that.
Yeah, dude, Shab can't do that. He can't admit faults.
I picture a table full of people like enjoying themselves, and then Casey's at the end just like, that's me. That's me, dude.
Well, let me try that. I mean, so
Okay, go for it.
So we'll go back to the one I already told about the fridge, because I didn't say all the details of the fridge. So let me tell you why I'm an idiot. When I woke up, well, before I woke up, actually, I had noticed yesterday that there was some water near the fridge. And so many things have gone wrong with my life recently that I was like, I must have spilled that earlier. I ignored the fact that it was clearly coming from the fridge. So when I woke up today, didn't give myself enough time to get ready, I noticed that there's water all over the floor. And I was like, well, that's got to be the fridge. I pick up the fridge, and it's like, it's making that water, like there's water inside it, shit. So I'm thinking like, well, I don't know if it's broken. But what I do know is that I had not unplugged it from the surge protector back into the wall, because earlier the repair guys had accidentally turned off the electricity, so they jerry-rigged it into the surge protector instead of the wall. But when they fixed the electricity, I forgot to plug it back in the wall. So the reason that it conked out is because I didn't do that like a moron. So it's my fault. They caused it in a way, but also I didn't plug it. So I'm looking at the water, and it's like, okay, I broke the refrigerator. It's probably not broken. It's probably like, it's just like de-thawing or like turning off slowly, and it's melting. The ice in it is melting or something like that. So what a normal person might do is save the refrigerator. We have water. We do in here. Fair enough. See, this is Casey's strategy. I don't know if this is good or not.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
You haven't made yourself a villain yet.
I mean, okay. So I haven't made myself a villain. I mean, I blame the repair guys, but really I'm the guy that did it.
Okay.
Because I didn't plug it back in the wall. Maybe that's not enough to villain. What I ended up doing was taking the refrigerator, picking it up and putting it outside, and then I put it in the trash can for a moment, and then I was like, wait a minute, you can't do that. Like this, you can't be in the trash can.
Yeah.
Even though I thought about it. I thought about just leaving it there. And I took it out of the trash can, and instead of carrying it down the hill, I just dragged it by the wire. So it was like, it was making this loud ass noise. And I just left it in the front. And then that lady said amigo to me.
Amigo?
Remember the lady that was like, amigo. And she was like, does it work? And I was like, well, I don't know if it works, but get the fuck away from me, you bitch.
There you go. You're the villain, dude.
Yeah.
There we go. And your dad is Papa John.
My dad is Papa John. And I'm fat. Okay. Here's another thing I did that was villainish. So the lady, she was like, what about trash? You taking trash down? Because everyone's taking their trash. But trash is taken down tonight. And so she was like leaning towards like, you take down the trash today, I get the bottles. And I'm in a hurry to get to work. So I was like, I'm not doing that. It comes down at night. Yeah. You can have the fridge. Yeah. But the trash, it stays up there. I should have just told her that she should come get it from up there. That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
I should have been like, just go up there. I don't care if you're in my driveway. Oh, well. Villain again. Water is horchata without flour, just in case there are any confused Mexicans in the chat. Good one, Diego. Oh, man. Another David Nunez. Shabs Mountain.
David Nunez, thank you. Sorry, I'm getting used to this new setup.
The mountain lion story is relatable to you because you got a big dick. Guy's got a big dick 7 times a week.
And in my story, I'm the villain because I drove past a fire truck with its sirens on, dude.
Yeah, that's like villainish. Yeah, you're supposed to stop.
But
are you supposed to stop? Are you supposed to stop if they're stopped? Can't you just drive around like you did?
I mean,
isn't that what most people would do?
I would do that. I don't
really think that makes you a villain. I think the villain part is when you like get mad at the guy for saying Jack in the Crack. Why do you care about that?
Oh, no. It's just like on principle. It's like, oh, I should probably go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't get mad or anything. He said, welcome to Jack in the Crack. And then I was like, and just drove away.
Whoever did the fuck, marry, kill thing in the chat, that was pretty good.
That was the best part.
You kind of saved the show a little bit. There was like a lull there, and you came in with a thing. We'll do more of those if you ever want to do that.
Yeah. So let's see here.
I cussed in my comment. I cussed in my comment and it never posted. Poop. I guess you can't cuss. I don't know. Is it YouTube rules?
Yeah, I didn't change anything. That's why we got the mod. So I didn't change any filters. So
he's like, to him a cuss word is something different. It's like, that's not a cuss word, B. That's a slur. Just kidding.
Weird. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but YouTube has like their own little filters, and you can add words to the filter. So like, dude, I could put in the YouTube filter like all the popular ways that people misspell my name, and it will never show up.
Huh.
You know
okay.
what I mean?
Oh, you won't let people spell your name wrong? Do you see? This guy says he doesn't care. But you clearly care so much.
Oh, but that's on the Patreon.
Oh, that's on the Patreon. Yeah, we go into the Gerardo's name thing. He's like, what is it? What, gaslighting me about his name? He's gaslighting people about how much he cares about his name.
We lose patrons because they're like, oh, you guys just talk about his name on there?
I'm sure people want to know how crazy you are, and you can find out on Patreon. Oh, it gets crazier. Definitely.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Casey, we've learned a lot from Casey so far about storytelling. I have not come up with a good story yet.
Well, think hard.
I mean, he's still teaching us, so maybe we'll watch more. What did you guys think of that redacted story? I like my new version of the fridge thing. Was it redacted?
Papa Don't Preach for a song on Timos.
Oh, yeah. You know, people have been suggesting that since the beginning of the show, and I think it's a good one.
What's the original song?
Madonna.
What is it called?
Papa Don't Preach.
Papa Don't Preach.
How
does it go?
Like, Papa don't preach something, Papa don't preach because I'm having a baby or something like that.
Oh, my God.
It's about a woman, like, giving birth to, like, a young woman deciding to keep the baby.
Geraldenstein needs to release his true name. Gohardo Al Capone.
That's another thing I've talked about on the Patreon is he makes it so confusing because there's so many different versions of your name on social. There's Halaldo, Gohardo Al Capone. On the Discord, your Your Majesty, which nobody knows. Yeah. He'll be talking to people. He'll talk to people on the Discord, and he'll be like, talking to them, and they'll be like, hey, who's Gerardo in the chat? It's him. They just don't know because his name is so redacted. It's not Madonna?
It's not Madonna.
I thought it was Madonna. Who is it? Papa Don't Preach is not Madonna?
Yeah, take the heat off my name, baby.
Yeah. Atrocious.
Geraldo Rivera.
You're right. When you're telling a story, you should use words like atrocious and unbeknownst to me as much as possible. You're right.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
That's your job. Your job is to bring out all the familiarity, all the things that people can't quite verbalize. Say those things as you're creating that tension and then release it. That's your job. That's it. Your task as a storyteller comedian, for you to get familiar with it, is to write a 500-word story. It doesn't necessarily have to be...
Oh, shit. I forgot he gives homework.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
It's not even the end of the video yet. He's already giving homework.
I can't do a 500-word story, but I can do a 25-minute YouTube special or get you 300 pages of lawyers. But I'm not a numbers guy.
I'll keep you busy.
I'll keep you busy.
Wait, I need to find this out, dude.
I wonder if the person who thought it wasn't Madonna was like, and I'm talking just to you now, tons more cowbell. I wonder if the person who thought it wasn't Madonna was just like a very young guy and thinks it's legit Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, there's a Kelly Osbourne.
You're young, dude. That's good. We need to get into Gen Z, dude. We need to Zoomers, man. Wait, like, are we mid? Mid is bad.
Write a 500.
Do we have Riz?
Word essay. I mean, it is kind of fucked up for us to like use his content and not even do the homework. You know what I mean?
We do it live sometimes on the Patreon. We did the one where he's like doing the stupid pen thing. I think one of those games he had. It's like It reminds me of school, you know, when you'd be in drama class or one of those classes, and they're basically improv games. So it's not unfun.
I kind of want to tell a story, but I don't want to sound redacted. Should I just wait till the end of this video?
Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's watch a little more.
Funny. It just needs to be something that you're emotionally
pause it for a second.
To.
Yeah.
No, I know tons more cowbell. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about why. Oh, you're old too? Then how did you think it was Kelly Osbourne? What, do you live in a fucking hole? I'm old as fuck.
Poppin' Hattie and right.
You know Kelly Osbourne, but you're old. I guess she was on when TV. You know, I'm redacted. We're all old. Okay, none of us matter. Doesn't count. Back to the video.
Oh, 1 second. Oh my God, your computer.
Yeah, dude. The live here.
There we go.
Is a process.
I really don't care if it's depressing, or if it's scary, or if it's anxious, or if it's a really fun and joyous moment of your life. You just need to write about something that you care about, and it's a story. And if
okay, I think it'd be so funny. I know it's like, it's going to stop happening eventually, but I'm going to try my hardest all the time. If the commenters or the people that are watching this go to this video and leave a 500-word essay as a comment of their story. I want to see what the comments look like right now. If there's anyone that says Cooney's watching, let's go to...
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of the watching joke. Yeah.
I accidentally asked a gay girl to prom, and he had to go with her because my parents told me I can't quit. Amazing subbed 3 weeks ago.
I took my friend. There's another story that makes me the villain. I asked my friend's sister to prom. She said yes. And then she canceled like a few days before because her mom told her that she couldn't go with someone the age of her brother. Because she thought I was going to do out of bad stuff. But I think really what happened, atrocious stuff. I think what really happened is my friend was like, he went to his mom and he was like, hey, my friend asked your daughter to prom. Can you tell her that she can't do that?
There's got to be a 200-word limit or something. Okay, well, the most you could put, even if it's a redacted story or just a retelling of a Bappa story.
Do you think I'm a bad guy because I asked my friend's sister to go to prom with me? We weren't like close friends. I mean, he's a good guy. Never met him.
Were you anywhere near like prom king? No, huh? No. Okay, God. No.
I mean, I went to a hippie school anyway, so we didn't have stuff like that. But no, if there was, I would not be voted prom king. We wrote it like prom janitor.
Yeah, post your story in 4 comments. Make it like a Twitter thread of a comment.
There's a 150-word limit, so push. Yeah, okay.
And that's your homework. We should start giving out homework, dude.
Ricky Bobby said yes. Wrong. It's 8 inches, dude. Idiot.
All right, let's see this.
Have a tough time getting started on whatever that story is. I'll give you your influence right now. So write a story about your favorite gift that you ever received for your birthday. And if that's not enough to go on, write a story about a time that something very embarrassing happened to you in grade school. And your last suggestion, if you're having a tough time writing a story, which you can write about anything, is tell a story about the first time you asked out somebody on a date.
Oh, dicey, dude.
I mean, how do you even remember that?
Yo, this guy is trash, bro. Oh my God, bro, getting up off the couch.
Shout out. I still don't know those guys' names.
Mike Aranda. Oh, they're
what is their show?
Trust My Opinion, I think.
Trust My Opinion. Those guys are funny.
Just look up Bill Burr reaction and listen to two black dudes.
Yeah, they're good. Do they still do stuff?
No, remember they stopped.
That sucks.
It was like 4 months they haven't posted.
They stopped because they were banned from something. They're done. This guy's trash, bro. Oh my God.
Trash!
Good self-censoring by you, Mike, as well.
Once upon a time, I hit on my second cousin at the family function every 4th of July, and my kids are now cross-eyed like the guy making this instructional video. Comedy. Serious question. Do you two view any other shop channels? I watched the Agostino Zinga show, Unique, in our CEO Ariel and Brian Campbell.
I'll answer and then you answer.
Yeah.
So for me, Dave, I have like seen snippets of Agostino Zinga, but not really. Unique, I sort of know because I watched like I think he's the one who posted that first thing with Marg on Red Bar.
Yeah.
And that was like a big thing. Marg was like, oh, he's turning on Shab. And then Hawani, I watch all the clips from the CEO. Great. And then BC, yeah. I mean, I watch the Luke's live chat, which BC isn't on, but I don't watch. I listen to it. And then I'll watch all the clips of like Chang's posts of those guys.
Yeah, my roommate.
I don't have Showtime though.
My roommate listens to Morning Combat every day.
Is it a podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's on YouTube, I believe.
Oh, it is?
So it's
Isn't it on Showtime?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's also
like blaring out of his room.
I'm down.
I think I know it's on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
But and then as far as the other guys go, I saw the Agostino Zinga review of our Marg episode.
You told me about that.
Yeah. And he did not like us, dude.
He hates us, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, that we can't talk.
I mean, that's the only thing I've seen of his. Unique is hilarious, dude. His voice is so funny. He's like, yeah, the whole time.
I got his voice kind of made me annoyed when I was listening to it, and I got kind of worried about him because they say he's like this drunk or whatever, and I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this guy.
But bro, when he was like, talk about the lawsuit. Talk about the lawsuit.
That was funny. That was really funny. During the interview, he kept saying, bring about how he's suing a YouTuber. God, do that. Do that. Come on, man.
And then who was the third? Oh, Brian Campbell. Yeah. Brian Campbell's awesome.
CC is a very funny guy.
But I've mostly like listened to whatever fights are happening that week. So like for Amanda Nunes fight last week, like I'll be hearing that in my apartment, and then for the most part, I just see the compilations on Reddit.
Yeah, the only one I listen to regularly is Luke's live chat, though.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest, but I like all the other stuff except, well, I don't like Zynga or Unique really.
I mean, Zynga's cool. I don't know. He's so anti our songs, and I was like, yeah, I mean, he just doesn't get it though.
Yo, he has like that weird, and then that's what he sounds like to me, and I just don't get to.
There's some videos that I watched before doing any of this that I was like, yeah, this guy is just like doing a commentary on something. So it's like not really any feelings about it. He's just like how somebody else feels.
Yeah, I guess maybe because he's doing what we're doing the same thing, maybe he feels some sort of like competition thing towards us, which I didn't even know.
But shout out Ooch. Ooch is a huge fan of his.
Oh, well, I don't mean to get into it with Ooch.
Yeah, Ooch was trying to tell us how he's really cool. And I mean, I don't have anything against him. He just really did not like our songs.
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't seen it, but that does make me angry.
Yeah. Because he paused the video and he went on this fucking rant about how terrible our songs are.
To be fair, though, Devil's Advocate, we said many times when we started doing them, we thought that people would not like the songs. And we did it just for our own enjoyment. And a lot of times I would walk away from it being like, I can't believe we did that.
Yeah.
People are going to think this sucks.
Okay, so when Shab was on Showtime, did you notice that he would just repeat what Luke said? It would bother me so much. I mean, you notice it because of how, everyone points it out, and then they'll put their takes side by side. Yeah. So I didn't naturally notice it, Well,
I wasn't even watching back then, so I don't know. Yeah. I only know now because he did that. The funniest one was on the Beige Frequency where he pointed out that Shab was saying that Conor McGregor was going to beat Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. That was Shab's own point. He didn't take that from anybody. Maybe a drunk Irish guy at a bar, but nobody else was
You're casual.
Yeah. Honestly, I am. I know that was a bit for him, but that is what I am. I'm casual with all those things.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Those should be three things that should spark some ideas for you to write a story. Doesn't need to be funny. It just needs to be true. And the reason why it needs to be true is you're going to come back to that and extract a lot of details that you can pull from it. And it's really difficult to create details when your story isn't true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like super funny stories that are obviously like absurdist, like all of Chappelle's stories from Killing Him Softly.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there wasn't really a baby selling drugs.
But he probably, I have a story that I use in stand-up that is like, so the story is about how a guy offered to fix a dent in my car. And I said, how much did that cost? And he said, suck my dick. But the real story that happened was this guy told me I had a dent in my car. And this is the first comedy or my first joke I ever like fully fleshed out as an open micer. What really happened was I was driving. This guy was like, yo, you have a dent in your car. And I said, fuck you. Like with the New York accent.
Yeah.
And then he goes, suck my dick, suck my dick, suck my dick. And then I just drove off. And so I made a joke out of that.
Yeah.
But it's like a longer joke or whatever.
So, like, you don't need to make yourself the villain in that. No. The guy yelling, suck my dick is clearly the villain.
I mean, I did say fuck you.
Oh, well, still, you can say fuck you to people. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it because you can get road rage incidents in L.A. Be dicey.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I can think of I think stories are funny where someone's a dick to you.
Yeah.
Do you remember the day you first realized Bappa was Bappa?
I used to be a big fan. But
yeah, but I wonder what that mean. I think Bappa was Bappa is like, when you realize he was like a donk, like a dummy. And I think that was when I watched the Gringo Papi. So I've told that origin story a few times. So yes, I do.
I think it's like when we first started doing Chang's. Yeah. Because when we first started doing 10 Minutes to Shop, it wasn't from Chang's. It was just us watching the Tiger Belly, Gringo Papi. When it first started going into the Chang's, and then people telling us about the unlimited streamables, it was like, oh my God. And you see all these things.
Yeah.
And like the sketches from Showtime and whatnot. That's when I was like, wow, this guy's
Yeah, I think that kind of jogs my memory a little bit. I think probably the first thing that would really click for me was the anti-racism training video.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really know. I don't think I knew about the doctor yet. And when I watched the clip where Shab is like, "What's been your life, Mr. Shab," and all that stupid shit, and then it shows the guy, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Greg." The first time I watched that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You saw I got your water right over there.
I don't know where it went.
Well, it's right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, just see.
So what's it called? Dude, I remember because I was a fan when he came out with the first special. And I was so lit to watch the special, you know? Like,
yeah.
I used my parents' Showtime password. And I was like, I put in the password to watch the special. You know what I mean? That's how looking forward to it I was.
Right.
Or how much I was looking forward to it. And while watching it, I was like, oh, this is open mic. Okay, it's an open mic, whatever. That's why I told you, like, when I watched the Gringo Poppy, I was like, how the fuck do you get worse, bro?
That is crazy that there was no improvement at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first special, I was like, you know what, dude? This is dope for him. I remember like thinking to myself, this is cool for him, dude. He got a special. Like, I'm sure his family's proud, that kind of thing. That's like a very fan-like thought, right? And
after you watched the Showtime, you thought this.
Yeah, the first special.
Yeah. I saw people hating on him online. Yeah. Not on Shanks. Like comedians I knew, open micers, they would be like, this is terrible. He's like so bad. He got it just because he's friends with Rogan, and that was like constant statuses and tweets and stuff like that. So that's when I watched that, and I remember thinking like, they're probably just hating. That's really my thought. Yeah. Like I'm sure it's not very good because he hasn't been doing stand-up very long. But these guys like, and the people who were doing it were kind of like hater dudes. So I was like, but it's probably, I didn't have any interest in watching it. I knew who he was. I liked him from the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
And then I've told it so many times, but Oathman texted me and he was like, you got to do that. Shop came with a special. You got to do a special, blah, blah, blah. I did Gringo Could.
Yeah.
And then from then we watched it on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys knew this. Me and Gerardo, remember how we debated? We did the first show where we watched the Gringo Poppy and it got the most views we've ever gotten outside of Coco. And then we did another one on Shop, and then Gerardo was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, we cannot be doing a podcast just about Shop. This is stupid.
Yeah. Well, then because you said, how about we do 10 minutes of Shop at the beginning? And then I was like, I don't want to do that. And then so we did the first 10 minutes of Shop was a Raccoon Tweeties episode where we did 10 minutes of Shop and then we talked about whatever else.
Yeah. And
then I was like, fine, if we're going to do this, fucking make it separate.
We made a separate show. Yeah. So it was like a team, but we did like one episode on Devin Booker, the NBA players, just random.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense. And that, honestly, it did pretty good at the time for Raccoon Tweeties. But yeah, after that, we just rode the Shop train, and now we got this going, which is now we're watching Casey Casperson tell stories. Shout out to Ooch. Is Ooch on the chat right now?
I don't think so. I think I would notice.
Oh, my friend Blue Shorts is on. Can someone update me on if Gelardo got back into Chatterbox, glad his bag on a show? Oh, well, there you go. Blue Shorts.
Go to the
yeah,
Patreon.
You're on the Patreon, dummy. Yeah. Shorts, you're so stupid. You can literally watch the episode. You pay for the Patreon. Someone light up Shorts.
Gooch.
Ooch.
Make
fun of Blue Shorts.
I'm going to binge Raccoon Tweeties sometime soon. Yeah. Fucking Brendan gadooshed a lot of the episodes.
I did. That was dumb. I was just like being paranoid. I made the fatal mistake of thinking that I mattered, and I hid some of the episodes that I thought weren't great, which was dumb.
YouTube comments let me post a 500-word joke generated by ChatGPT on this comedy lesson video. Should we check it out?
There you go. Yeah, let's check it out. Gringo Poppy, and when I say it's confusing because there's the special and the guy, but the Gringo Poppy is a guy in our Discord and also the Patreon who does a lot of funny stuff. So we're always going to check out his shit.
1 minute ago. Okay. How can we read this?
I don't know. Is it? Oh, my God.
Yes.
That's pretty
big. It's a ChatGPT story. Okay, let's see here.
My eyesight's not good enough to read that, but you can.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Once upon a time in a small town, there lived... Oh, one second. Let me... Sorry. Once upon a time in a small town, there lived Casey, Papa John's chubby son. Casey was known for his love of pizza and his mischievous nature. One fateful day, Casey had a plan to pull off the ultimate pizza prank, but things didn't go exactly as planned. Casey, this is, first of all, amazing story, dude.
I'm wondering if they're going to live by the stuff that Casey said, because right now he doesn't sound like he's made himself the villain, but maybe there's something embarrassing there.
Yeah.
We don't know
That'd be funny
yet.
telling ChatGPT, like, Casey does something embarrassing. Casey had always admired his father's famous pizza making skills and wanted to show off his own creativity. He decided to surprise his family by making a special pizza for dinner. He thought to himself, what could go wrong? Little did Casey know his misadventure was about to unfold. He began by rolling out the dough, but his excitement got the better of him. He accidentally used too much flour, turning his kitchen into a mini snowstorm. Can you do me a favor? Can you put in the chat what you told ChatGPT, dude? Because I want to know how they got all these details.
Evil Ellen said ChatGPT doing people's homework. That is kind of what's going on. We're like, ChatGPT, take away. The podcast is yours. Take it away.
Flour covered every surface, including Casey himself, making him look like a chubby ghost. Yeah, dude.
Somebody was like, have you ever considered buying Gringo Poppy merch? Well, we do have some merch. Like Brennan Walsh bought me the T-shirt, and he bought you a T-shirt, right? And then I think, did I buy him a shirt?
I don't know.
I bought him some dice, but I guess that wasn't. I bought big dice to his show and said, "Give it to your daughter."
Undeterred, Casey soldiered on. He started piling on the toppings with wild abandon. He generously added handfuls of cheese, pepperoni, mushrooms, and even pineapple. Yes, he was one of those people. Did ChatGPT put that? That's crazy.
Say it again one more time.
Oh, the pineapple. Yes, he's one of those people, like a little aside. ChatGPT's writing asides, dude?
I guess. Yeah, they know that some people get mad about pineapple on pizza.
The toppings began to tower higher and higher, defying the laws of gravity. With his pizza masterpiece finally complete, Casey carefully slid the overloaded pizza into the oven. However, he made one crucial mistake. He forgot to put a baking sheet underneath. The cheese started to melt and ooze down into the oven, causing a smoke-filled disaster. Thick smoke began billowing out of the oven, setting off the fire alarm and filling the kitchen with chaos. Panicking, Casey opened the oven door, hoping to salvage his creation. But as soon as he did, the cheese-laden pizza erupted like a volcano, spewing hot, gooey cheese all over the kitchen. The scene resembled a cheesy explosion, with Casey caught in the middle, covered from head to toe in a sticky mess. Just as Casey stood there dripping with cheese, his family rushed into the kitchen, their eyes wide with surprise and amusement. His dad, Papa John himself, couldn't help but burst into laughter. The one pristine kitchen had transformed into a cheesy war zone, and Casey was the unfortunate casualty. Embarrassed but unable to resist the humor of the situation, Casey joined in on the laughter, accepting his newfound title as the cheesy chef. The family spent the rest of the evening cleaning up the mess and ordering pizza from a nearby Papa John's instead. From that day forward, whenever someone mentioned pizza in Casey's presence, they couldn't help but giggle, recalling the tale of Papa John's chubby son and his legendary cheesy mishap. And as embarrassing as it was, Casey embraced his moment of pizza glory, forever becoming the family's favorite source of laughter at family gatherings.
Dude. Damn, dude. Thank him. Way to go, Gringo Poppy. You had to pin that just for the effort alone. Whether the story's good or not.
We can't pin it. It's not our video, dude.
Oh, what is this on? Oh, he did it on Casey's? Oh, I thought it was on ours.
No.
Oh, never mind.
I got ChatGPT.
Now he's got like Cooney is watching on his thing and weird ChatGPT stories. He's like, well, I don't know what I did, but I guess I'm the new Flappers Comedy Club. Sucks for me.
Please notice that we are subscribed, guys. Subscribe to this channel if you're going to leave any comments.
Happy Juneteenth back to you, Mr. Singh.
Yes, happy Juneteenth. Chat BGL. That is a funny story.
Chat CTE.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
right.
what, yeah.
Now that we finished the homework, let's go back to the end of the video here.
That you can pull from it, and it's really difficult to create details when your story isn't true. Your second task.
Look that he gives, he's like,
yeah, he's very weird mannerisms.
Papa John's a weak. Gringo Poppy gave ChatGPT some Chat CTE. Fool's sip right there. I liked Rinks at first from YouTube vids. Thought I'd check out the subreddit. Like, little did I know how life-changing it would be. Didn't know repercussions. That was at 20K. Had my eye on it a while. Alrighty. Now we should have just done 10 minutes of shop.
There's another one. There are some repercussions on Brian's eyes too, right? That's why they call them lids.
Yeah.
Grim Reaper coming for them eyes.
Coming on his chin. Bros, you guys should mount a monitor behind you to display the chat. Ah.
That's a good suggestion there.
But what about the sign, B? Is it Tiger Thick in this clip? No.
No. I still have the Tiger Thick that guy bought us, though.
Yeah.
We only drank it on one episode. That was the one that Walsh and Allen came on.
All right, let's go.
That you've written your 500-word story is to go back into that story and read it as though you are a third person, as though you're an objective observer, as though you had handed this to a stranger, someone that does not know you. Read through that story and figure out the most interesting parts of that story that you'd like to know more about, and extract those parts and set them to the side. If you believe that the story that you wrote seems comical already, rewrite that story and make a space.
Since he burped earlier, I wish we would fart sometimes and not edit it out. Like, did he edit out farts? I want to know. It'd be so. We should put in farts.
Yeah.
If this were a Chang's video, you could just put in farts and stuff. 10 minutes later.
In between each one of the lines, so that when you go back through to edit that story, you can start to add little mini punchlines or little mini setup punches or little tangents in the story that you can write back in. Tangents. So if everything is handwritten, just have a piece of paper that you can either tape along the side of what you just wrote and point arrow.
That's a good question.
What?
What's the most unhinged thing you've seen at an open mic?
At an open mic, personally, well, so not personally, but there was this girl that used to dress up in a full lion costume. Do you remember her? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It was a full lion costume, and she would pretend that she was going to commit suicide with a gun. She would take off the lion costume and get completely naked and put a gun to her head and be like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to blow my fucking head off. It was some sort of like performance art thing, and it was not good, but it was still better than the Gringo Poppy. But she literally did that, and she got naked and all that stuff. Great comic. Never met her.
Oh, I know the most unhinged thing I've seen. Rest in peace to this girl. Her name was Ashley. She didn't die in this story. But what's it called? She went on stage and she said, when I say silly string, you say bukkake. Silly string.
Bukkake.
Silly string.
Bukkake.
Silly string.
Bukkake.
Too many times, right? That part.
Oh god.
And then she had plants. She had 3 plants in the front. This is Flappers Claremont, dude. She had 3 plants in the front.
At an open mic. Wow.
And
talk about the work ethic.
And she got on her knees, and there's 3 dudes that stood up with silly string, and she goes, ah. And I have a video of it. It's just like so far back years ago.
That sounds pretty good, honestly.
It was weird. And then Dicey, she OD'd, and rest in power.
I would laugh if I saw that, honestly.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I mean, it would suck to have to clean up all the silly string for the staff. So that would be. But I like that performance art a lot more than I like the girl who's like, I'm going to kill myself. I don't understand what's funny.
Stop saying that.
You don't even like
YouTube's like, hey.
Oh, yeah, right.
You got Cervera Design. King it or sting it. Deadlifting cars after your girl tries to leave you.
I'm laughing at David Lyons. It sounds like Cooney saw Whitney Cummings perform a lion costume set. Great comment. Never seen it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings is a different beast, dude.
She did do a lot of crazy stuff in that video we watched. There's a lot of sex stuff.
Yeah.
Coming up. Does she? I guess when she has sex, she's pretty wild. So good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, wrong one.
Look at you guys. That's a tangent that Chop does.
My second time catching y'all live. Shout out Carla.
Thank you. There's some ladies in the crowd tonight.
I think we have like 5 female listeners now, dude.
Good.
That's what's up.
Because that usually people call us the bro whisperers.
Yeah.
So
here, I'm gonna go piss real quick. Keep them entertained. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Brendan isn't just a stand-up. He's a stand-up guy giving out. Hold on. One moment, folks. He's a stand-up guy giving out hours of free podcasts every week and built a hell of a network. By Thick Boy. Oh, do you work for Thick Boy? We have a Thick Boy employee on the stream with us. Are you getting paid? Probably not. Whitney is coming to my province, so not a good sign for her. Oh, damn, I didn't know the Gringo Poppy was in Canada. Cool. Don't say where, though, because you don't want people to know exactly where you are. YouTube Live is different. Very different. Very different YouTube Live. Yeah. I mean, every time we go on Chang's, I'm worried that it's going to be like not as crazy and that we won't be able to find Bappa content because we do so much of it. But then there's like something where a cockroach is running down his rug or something. I'm going to let Jardo in.
$5.
What?
Shout out to Ilya.
Any chance you cats can do 10 minutes of LA comic scene? I mean, we could.
Do it right now, $5. That's the Patreon subscription.
We could. I mean, that could be a whole thing. But what does that really mean? LA, like watching stand up or talking about, what does that mean, Ilya? Are you in LA? Do you know them? Because like just talking about people you don't know might be kind of blockbuster.
Well, this is one thing that I wanted to kind of do with you, and it's not about people, it's about places, which is your specialty, dude.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So let's go. How about we do a tier list? You down for this?
No, I wouldn't deadlift my car if my girl saved me. Enough, dude.
Enough.
Come on. Be cool, Cervera Design.
You're like, dab, do your thing. Just kidding.
No,
Don't do
that's
anything,
not bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I was just doing bits.
Let's try to do a tier list, yeah?
Skits and bits. Okay.
Well, let's not show everyone else your other notes.
Oh, yeah, geez. Those are old notes.
How do you hide this? How do you hide the notes?
Get out of there. Just hit X, use Word.
No, but Word, got it.
Yeah.
Q, boom. They can't see anything.
Okay.
Word.
I don't need you guys knowing. I'm so redacted. There's probably passwords on there. That'd be so funny. Someone's just on a chat like, okay, so that's his password, his email.
His Bang Bros.
Do 10 minutes on Faisal Lawrence. I think I know who that is. I don't know him well though.
How do you do a tier list? Hey, Dab, do you know how to do this fast?
Joan Africa.
Okay, sorry. What were you saying before I came
Joan
in?
Africa is John Africa's wife. This is my wife, Joan Africa. What was I saying before?
Yeah.
Well, you were talking about like the LA comedy scene, and then you said something about like doing bits about like different places.
Okay, so a tier list of places. But Dab, are you in here? Do you know how to do this fast? If there's like some sort of template I could use to do tier lists?
I like this guy, guy or girl, why, bro. I don't live in LA. I've never been to any of those places. I still love listening to these stories about petty LA open mic stuff. That's exactly what we're looking for, because that's a perfect way of describing it. Petty open mic stuff is what we do.
Yeah.
I did, on the Patreon, I did a whole episode interviewing Gerardo about one guy he doesn't like. It's pretty wild. I mean, I can't believe we did that, but we had fun doing it.
Yeah, tier list. I have a website here, so maybe this will work. Let me see. Okay, thank you, Dab.
I mean, I guess we could talk about the LA comedy scene is spicy, because they're assholes, right?
One more mandatory shout out to Dab and Play Games. He only had one subscriber before starting to mod for us. So
oh wow! So he's like, what is he doing? Channel. He's paying people to get on or something like that. Can we pay him to put on a laugh track on this?
Let's see, comedy. How do you do this?
Yes, of course we would do a podcast with Shab. We love him.
Yes, Shab's amazing.
I mean, he's like, as I've said many times, he's funnier than a lot of people that are being funnier on purpose that I enjoy. Yeah. I've watched the Gringo Poppy. I haven't watched Nate Bargatze's new special. I think Nate Bargatze is hilarious.
I watched, what's the last special I watched? Oh, dude, did you ever get a chance to see Ali Sadiq's?
No, but that's another guy I think is funny, and I didn't watch his. But he has a new one out already, I think. He just came out, like you told me about his old one was good. He has a new special out on top of that. I saw David Nunez comment. You were talking about D'Elia used to talk about open mic stuff. That's funny to me because one of the things he used to do all the time before I got here was Haha Cafe.
Yes. Him
and Lenoci, I think, were at the Haha Cafe often. Haha Cafe, pretty dicey place. Yeah. I did the open mic a few times. Not the most fun I've ever had. I like Shaky Town. The show's there, but that's gone now. That was like their other club. There's a little bit of redacted petty stuff for you. One time, this comic, Jeff May, who did he get into a fight? He got into like a verbal fight with some other comic, and they were going to like, at one point they were going to meet at the Haha Cafe and fight.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, I'll see you there at 5 p.m. No, you won't come, pussy. Like, I'm going to beat you up. And I remember being like, how about you guys do it at the Chateau, the Comedy Chateau instead? I'll come. And I was like, if anyone meets me at Flappers, I'll knock them out. Fahim Anwar's special on YouTube is really good. He might matter. Yeah, Fahim's funny.
Yeah, Fahim's dope.
I haven't seen it, though.
Fuck. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do this quickly. Okay, so let's go from worst to best. All right?
Oh, I like this. The most annoying dude from my hometown moved to LA and did open mics and posted his sets. Jamie Norwood. Did you? No, I don't. Norwood? Never heard of him. Nobody knows who you are, bae.
Well, we love Jamie Norwood. How do you spell that?
Jeff may or may not show up. Yeah, he didn't.
Where is
that? Yeah, let's look up Jamie Norwood, dude.
Oh, Jamie
Norwood. He posts his sets online. Bad idea, Bappa. Now when Raccoon Tweeties is on a live, is because we get different.
If he stops posting stuff on YouTube, I will quit the show.
So Ivan, I didn't know what redacted meant either for a long time. I thought it meant something bad. So we did it kind of on the live. If somebody else wants to explain in the chat too, you can also do it. But basically, and I'm probably botching this, but at the beginning of Chang's, there was so much content that was dicey. For instance, in the original special that Chop did, he did this bit where he talks about his barber, who he thought was a black guy, but the barber comes out and he goes, and he was Asian as shit. And that was the punchline. So people on the Reddit kept posting Asian as shit, but you can't do that on Reddit. So they came up with a word redacted. So anytime you like curse or say something that's like a little bit dicey, you say redacted instead. So I hope that explained it to you.
Shout out Ilya Antonov. Sorry, I'm trying to do the tier list right now, but I kind of gadooshed that idea because it's very hard to set up with the PNGs and everything. Lots of funny characters connected to Bappa. 10 minutes of LA comics on the rest of the comics would be funny.
So make your own version of Kill Tony and Timos. So I'm not against having people on the show doing bits and all that. That would be fun, but we're not gonna do the thing where we just shit on people. Like we do that for Shab and people in the Shabaverse, but we're also pretty nice about it, I think, or at least try to be.
Yeah.
So that's like Kill Tony is fine, not hating on it, but that's not really our style of doing it. Is Michael Lenoci dicey encounter? Mike's a nice guy.
I've never met Mike Lenoci.
I do have a Lenoci story.
Go for it.
You want a pity? I probably told this on the thing. When I moved to Los Angeles, I didn't know how to get on shows at all, and I went to some random show at a sports bar. Oh well, I don't know about any of that, Mr. Singh, but if you know, you know. So I went to the bar and I wanted to get on the show, so I walked up to Lenoci, who I didn't know at the time. I was like, "Hey, man, I'm new in town. I just did a show. I'm new in town." I did John Mulaney's bit, and I was like, "That's my bit." And I was like, "Can I get on the show?" And he looked at me and he's like, "Absolutely not." And then and I go, "Okay." And I walked away, and his co-host came up and talked to him for a while. I think he noticed that I had all these friends with me too.
Yeah.
Because I had like audience, and the show didn't have an audience. And his friend came back to me after talking with me. He came, he's like, "Hey, I talked with Mike, and you can be on the show." And I actually did really well on the show. But I was terrible. I was doing like terrible street jokes, and like the audience was just dumb and my friends. But yeah, it was me, Byron Bowers. Who else was on it? Chase Bernstein, Adam Ray.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Another guy from the Shabaverse was on it. No, he's not one of the Fire guys. No. He's not a New York guy. No, he's more like radio guy voice.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to my stand-up set. I'm Adam Ray.
Okay, so really quick, have I told you my Dalia story?
No.
Where when I was a young comic, I was at the Comedy Store, and even to this day, when I'm at the Comedy Store, I kind of keep to myself.
Yeah.
And so I'm keeping to myself near the back door, right? And you know how when you're standing there and you think to yourself, like, everything's fine, right? And then out of nowhere, you're like, I have to pee like the worst I've ever had to pee in my whole life. It's just like instant like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of look and I see that there's a line, and I'm like, oh my God, I really got to pee.
Yeah.
And then I see Chris D'Elia walk by me. I'm like, that's fucking Chris D'Elia. So like I kind of forget that I had to pee for a little while.
Yeah. And
then he walks straight into the restroom. And I was like, fuck, dude. And this is the time where the Comedy Store didn't renew their restrooms or whatever. They remodeled them after this. But it was a one in, one out type policy at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So it used to be a long line of people at the restroom. But somewhere in between him walking by me and going in, I didn't notice that there was no more line. You know? So he walks in, and I'm just standing there where the door guy is at usually.
Yeah.
Staring at this fucking door, waiting for this guy to come out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, where the fuck is Chris D'Elia, dude? Right? And then I have to pee so fucking bad that I just go to the door and open it, and he's not in there. There's nobody in. I was like, what? I never looked away from the restroom because I had to go so bad.
And how did he do that?
He fucking vanished, dude.
Oh shit, dude. He's vanished. Even more evil than as what's said. How do you make yourself the villain in that story? How do you make yourself the villain in a D'Elia story? How can you do that? How can you do that?
Sounds like another Bappa story.
I do. Look,
Fuck you, Gitz.
I have a story about D'Elia.
Go for it.
Okay. I have never met Chris D'Elia. And I feel this isn't like a dicey story. I feel kind of bad telling it because like it wasn't told to me like, go tell this story. But anyways, so there was before D'Elia completely popped off, he was like obviously on the rise, right? Yeah. There was a point where he was getting bigger and bigger. He was on one of these big shows. I won't say which one it is. It's like a
Flappers.
No, not like bigger than that.
Well, yeah. For the story, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so he's at Flappers. All right. So, and all these people were excited to go up at this particular show, and people are nervous and stuff. And this one comic is watching D'Elia, who's next to him, and D'Elia is like, I'm gonna botch this story too because I don't really remember all the details.
Yeah.
But he's banging his chest like this. He's like, nobody cares. Nobody freaking cares about you, dude. No one cares, dude. Dude, nobody cares. He just keeps saying it over and over. Nobody cares. And then right before he's about to go on, he goes, but Daddy does. Yeah, I swear to God, someone told me that. And he walks on, but Daddy does. And he walks on and just like annihilates, like crushes. And I know everyone hates D'Elia or whatever, but me and Gerardo, I mean, I've never met him, but I have been at plenty of shows. Well, not plenty, a handful of shows. A handful of shows that he's been on, and he was doing very well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's comedy is subjective and all that stuff.
Oh, that story about D'Elia, I was definitely not sober at the time.
You're so drunk. It wasn't even Chris D'Elia. It was another guy.
But, I wasn't really a drinker either, because especially like with how much money I was spending on weed,
so high.
I was probably stoned out of my mind. That's a great point. And you know what? Every time I've told that story, nobody's brought that up. And I was probably high out of my mind.
What was the point?
That I was not sober. So maybe he came out of the restroom and I was so fucking high I didn't notice.
He was in the secret peeping. Well, I don't know if that's a dicey B.
Ilya Antonov, for the $2, I'll take the biggest hit right now. Keep talking, Brendan.
Take the biggest hit on the... Oh, yeah, there we go. That's hilarious. Paying Gerardo to vape. What do you guys think about that? I thought that was pretty good, though. But Daddy does.
But Daddy does.
That is one of my favorite. Yeah, that probably should have been on Patreon.
Shout out to YY, dude. Okay, I'm subbing to the Patreon right now. You guys are all right. I can always hide this episode, though, too, so keep that in mind.
Yeah. We may have to do that.
Yeah.
You guys saw it, or you guys and gals. You saw all
190 of you.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just a story. You don't matter, dude.
It's tough to talk about all this stuff with all the diciness, but we don't really know like some of the shit. We're not TMZ.
It's just a true story. I just was trying to go to the restroom.
We're just doing bits here.
Okay, so let's go back to
we discuss the podcast here.
The tier list here. So I don't need to say it, but on my shit list, my F tier is Chatterbox, unfortunately. But
hey, come on, man.
So from S, A, B, C, S being the best. S tier is the best. S, A, B, C, D, E, or no, A, B, C, D, F, right? So S tier is the best, F tier is the worst, right? Do you understand this?
You're talking about open mics?
Yes.
Yeah, because we're not going to do shows. We want to be on shows. But
No. I'm talking about open mics.
Okay.
Let's start with an F tier. We'll both throw F tier.
Wait, S tier is the best, F tier is the worst.
S tier is the best.
Best open mic to go to? And like this is like historically, I guess, because like a lot of mics have like gone down the drain. Chatterbox. You know what? Surprisingly, and I've said this on the show before, but Wednesday's Flappers is good. Wednesday.
Wait. You got to stay at S tier, dude. You can't go.
Oh, okay. Well,
good.
Honestly, I'm okay. S tier Wednesday. Yeah, that is one of the best ones to do.
All right. So for those of you that aren't comics or not comedians, right? It's important to note that for different days, there's different mics. Right?
Right.
So let's say Saturday through Sunday, there's mics you can hit, right?
Yeah.
And Friday, Saturday, Sunday being like basically the worst days for mics because everyone's got shows and shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's important to say. What are your thoughts on Sam Tripoli? I love Sam Tripoli. He's a little dicey, you know what I mean? I met him in person after doing Timos, which I realized that it might have had some sort of effect on like that interaction with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What he knew about us?
Because he just walked away from me. So like we had started talking, and then he just
at the
walked
store
away from me. Yeah.
Oh, damn! I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Sam Tripoli. I'm
a huge fan of Sam Tripoli's.
Yeah, I used to listen to Tinfoil Hat.
Yeah.
Him and that guy XG or whatever, and I enjoyed it. I don't know him, but I've heard that he's very nice to people. I can't remember if I've met him. But he's dicey. Yeah. He's got some dicey stuff. He does some dicey views.
Well, I'm sober, so like he's a cool comic in my eyes. I saw him bomb at the Comedy Store, which, by the way, it's fine. Like it's not an indictment on him and his.
That
comedy.
happens a lot if you don't. Yeah. If you're not one of the 1,000 that can do it, you haven't seen it, haven't been in the store.
But as far as his podcasting goes, like I was a huge fan of Tinfoil Hat. I stopped listening, but I was a huge fan of his and Eddie Bravo's.
I don't know Eddie Bravo as well, but yeah, I remember they would talk about him, and he was always on the Rogan thing, talking all these conspiracy things. Yeah.
Anyway, so F tier. Let's start at F tier. It's easy to say what the good ones are.
Yeah.
F tier for me. Definitely Third Wheel. Shout out to Third Wheel, first of all, because they do provide something every night.
I have not been to Third Wheel.
Yeah.
Because it's too late. Even if like you can get me up like or the early part, I'm past the part of doing open mics at midnight. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
And like the reason why they're F tier for me is because the midnight mic I would say the midnight mic is a B tier. It's like a nice mic, you know?
Yeah.
But the other mics, they're fucking like gimmick mics where you have to like play Jenga for time.
Yeah.
Or you have to like pull out a bunch of candy and whatever colors you get, you have to do certain things. And then it's also eating your time.
Oh, I don't want to do that either.
Yeah, that shit's annoying as fuck, dude. Anyways.
Yeah, gimmick stuff is like, I just want to do it. What about Brody Stevens? I've had 0 run-ins with Brody, but everybody loved that guy.
I had a run-in with Brody, but I don't remember it.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much comedians are in USA for real?
Well, only 1,000 that can do it. That's obvious.
1,000.
Are we moving to Austin? Yeah, tomorrow. The whole podcast is going to Austin.
I do want to go to Texas this year. So for my other show, Isimo, because that's my biggest fan base is Texas.
Okay. Yo, really? Oh yeah, for Isimo. Yeah, the other pod. Yeah. I mean, guys, you shouldn't worry about who we're fans of because we don't matter and they don't matter. Well, maybe they matter, but we don't.
Yeah.
We're just haters, B. We just go.
I opened for Brody on the road, and he was the absolute best.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Rogan.
PF Jenks.
You know, I used to watch Brody's Periscope all the time, dude. When Periscope first started, I was doing Riverside mics. Whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously not sober if you're in Riverside.
No.
But I was doing Riverside mics, and I started Periscoping the mic. And randomly, you would get like 100 viewers. I'm like, oh my, okay.
Oh yeah, Periscope.
Like, when do I buy a house? You know what I mean? And but Brody's Periscope was popping, dude.
Really?
And especially when Periscope first started, where it was like a separate app than Twitter.
I kind of missed out on that. The only Periscope shit I knew was like the roast battle.
Yeah. What's up, Dallas?
Different.
Yo, John Africa. Just sub to the page. Oh, he's a dog.
Yeah, dude.
He's a fan of Shane Gillis, dude.
Oh yeah, Shane is funny.
Just sub to the page.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, I love Shane Gillis.
My favorite stand-ups are George Carlton, Mr. Whole Foods, John Africa. You guys remember, of course, Greg Giraldo was the best.
Amazing.
I wish we could R.I.P. I wish we could have him on the pod.
Yeah. Dude, I can't wait for future technology where you can interview ghosts.
You want an AI Greg Giraldo?
Yeah.
And it might be kind of scary. That's a Black Mirror. An episode of Black Mirror, but it's redacted.
I'm redacted.
Greg Giraldo built the ground we walked on.
Yeah. Do you have any stories about
I mean, I'll say this. I can't co-sign getting angry enough to go to someone's house and yell at them. That's too far. I wouldn't do that. Mitch Hedberg, no, dude, that's like way before our time.
Yeah.
We're not like 50 years old.
He looks, but you know.
Yeah, I don't have any hair, but.
Dude, Feltface is hilarious. I was watching his clips today on Instagram because we follow him on Raccoon Tweeties.
He came to, Feltface came to, whatchamacallit, Ontario. What's the Ontario club?
The Improv.
The Improv, yeah. He went there and we almost went to that. One of these days we will. I think he's coming back.
Yeah.
We might do that. I just don't know if because I want to be totally honest with you guys, I want to see Feltface, but I don't want to go if he's not going to stay and do bits with us.
Yeah.
I need to know that Feltface is going to at least take a picture.
Yeah.
For me to go all the way out there a few hours and then if you go all the way out there, I might want to stay the night. So Brendan looks 28. Yeah, Mr. Singh. Yeah, let's go. That's almost better than subscribing to the Patreon, baby. I love that compliment, daddy.
You guys should go to Mothership. I do want to go to the Mothership. You know, it's weird because I wish we would have went to go see Brendan Schaub early in the podcast because I feel like it's the longer we go on, the dicier it is going to go see him.
Yeah, I mean, Walsh and me almost went that one time. I think you were going to come, and then I saw him at the store when I went to the roast battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Young Bill Burr got low energy, some would say the lowest. Listen, man, this is me at the height of my energy, dude. I just don't enunciate. Well, not enunciate. I'm like, I'm really running out of steam. I can't even say the right words anymore. I'm not a high energy guy, man.
Brian Nyberg, hello.
Oh.
Chilbert. Oh. Chilbert.
Dude, I was in the bathroom, dude, and this fucking guy, Jerry Daldo or whatever, dude, he was like staring at me, dude. He was so hot. So I just said, like, I'm not fucking peeing in front of him, though. So I walked away, though.
Who was your first stand-up you saw that made you want to do it? So
Nanette.
The first stand-up comedian I've ever seen do a full set was Damon Wayans.
Whoa, like live, you mean? Or?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I saw
Where'd
him
you do that?
At the Ontario Improv. And my friend Mike Cano opened for him. And so Mike Cano was the first comic I've seen do stand-up live.
I don't think I know Mike Cano.
He's very funny. He's just I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but like, you know, he's in a different he's like a clean kind of comic, and then he does dirty sometimes, you know. Damon killed it back in the day, dude. When I saw Damon, it was 2014. It was fucking hilarious, and I couldn't I never seen live comedy before, so I was like, what? And it was, you know, like how you laugh, you know what I mean.
My first stand-up, I don't know, but the guys that really, so the first guy that I watched where I was like, I want to do this was 8 Inches. No, I just saw somebody posted in the chat. No, I mean, like the first two dudes that I really listened to all their shit over and over again were Eddie Murphy and then who's the guy in Undercover Brother? Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin,
yeah. I listened to a lot of I downloaded a lot of that guy. He was great back in the day. Big J Orkerson. Big J is pretty good. Big J is great.
But when I was a kid, though, I would watch Robin Williams all the time. So I was a huge Robin Williams fan.
Yeah, dude.
I just didn't understand what stand-up comedy was. I just watched that because I think my mom loved it. So like,
yeah, I would listen to tape. I remember one time my dad put in a tape on a drive of George Carlton. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It was the one. It's funny to listen to that with your parents because it was the one where he was talking about how we love to bomb brown people. So it's just me, like I'm 10 or something, and my parents are driving they're all like kind of straight-laced people or whatever, your white bread, mom and dad, and we're like driving to some vacation spot, and it's like, brown people, bomb them. That's what America loves to do. The American dream, you believe that if you fall asleep, or they call it that because you're asleep or whatever. And we're just like, ha, ha, ha.
Oh,
okay.
Dude. Join us on Patreon if you want to hear about Mr. Garcia.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
No, we're not going to talk about that, but we did touch on that a bit.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about that. I've never met him. Well, we won't talk about it. Thoughts on Augustine? We just did. I really don't have enough. I haven't seen enough to know.
I know you see that name in the chat, dude.
Whoa, where?
4UP.
Oh, yeah,
Drone
baby.
Adventures!
Drone Adventures. Hell yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's the whole story about Thick Boy quitting this?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Oh, you got to join the Patreon. I think.
Oh, you talking about you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Join the Patreon for that. But we did the $2 we do appreciate.
Yes.
I mean, I don't not like singing. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I would say that. I don't like that he doesn't like our songs.
Yeah, that's.
But that's just like anytime someone says something kind of shitty about you,
pride.
You're just gonna be like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
There's no real beef though.
We're all friends here.
Yeah. There you go. We should all be friends, right?
Chris, okay.
Is the goat. He's like, he likes that. He's calling him the diddler, and he's also the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways, B.
Dude, this is all Raccoon Tweeties Live will just be us reading comments.
It could be. We got funny people on the thing. Just keep it coming. You guys ever do any acting? We've done some skits and bits.
I've done acting. You want to? Okay, we could do that on here.
I wish we could find, because I have been in a movie, like a legit short film. When I first moved here, I played a cop in this short film. It was like my friend was working on the movie, and he said, "Hey, do you have time to be an extra?" So I thought, yeah, but then I actually had a real role.
Yeah.
As the cop. My only line was I have to put this guy who's playing a stoner in a car, and I push his head down. I go, "Watch your head, sir," and I push him into a cop car. I had to drive the cop car too.
All right, dude. I told you about this a long time ago, and I told you this would be a good episode.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch me be a Native American voiceover?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds a little dicey,
right.
but
let's
watching. What's the film called?
Beware the White Monster.
Beware the White Monster. Ever heard of it? Gerardo cancels himself. Live podcast.
Shout out to this, but I had to do this. It was part of my college class.
Damn.
So I was in acting school. If you guys didn't know,
if you didn't know, Gerardo went to the University of Austin. Or Austin University. You know the fake college thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
What's it called? So I was in acting school at Cal Poly Pomona, and I had to be a part of 5 different movies in different capacities. So behind the camera and in front of the camera. There was one where I played like some sort of Middle Eastern store clerk.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this is 2009.
Damn, dude.
This is 2009.
This is the diciest shit ever. Yeah. We should have started with this. Talk about dicey.
But this is
Native American voiceover.
Yeah.
And you played an Arab in a thing.
Yeah. So,
that's good. Young Kune def looks like he could have played an End of Watch. Yeah, my whole life I've been looking like a cop.
All right, so this is Beware the White Monster Part 1, dude. And I am the voiceover.
Large mass of land.
Wait.
You can hear his voice.
Here it goes, dude. Acting college and graduated with BGL.
Whoa.
Caffeine High Productions, dude.
Oh my God, dude. This is already like extremely dicey.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Before you guys go say I got a black belt and I'm like BGL, I never graduated. So obviously I wasn't the greatest actor.
So you don't have a black belt in acting?
No.
Thank you, Double Sawbuck.
Thank you. Join the Patreon. We should do this on Patreon, but oh well. Mark Anthony Smith, shout out. He was doing a lot of drugs at the time. Beware the White Monster. Whoever did this graphic in 2009 is fucking killing it, dude.
Damn, 2000, yeah. No, Gerard Stan, dude.
It is common in the white man's culture to send their young to brain doctors.
Whoa, dude. Brain doctors. This is actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
Person has mental disorders. Unlike our people's brain doctors, who are knowledgeable in medicine produced by nature's sun and the ground soil, the white man's doctors...
pause it for a second. I did go to the powwow in Riverside. Why do we have to
pause it on this fucking frame?
That's a word. I just want you to suck it in. Look at what you did. No, I went to the powwow for real in Riverside with Caitlin, because Caitlin is native, half native. That's pretty cool. I had some fried bread and all that stuff. And I also went to the powwow in the vineyard. I'm probably the only white guy that's been to more than one powwow in a year. So I don't know if that makes up for what this guy did. I mean, this is, I don't know.
Well,
man.
I'm also native, so.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You do have,
find their knowledge in books. Everything that they believe is true.
Different kind of native,
in their many books.
Indigenous.
Please say
Mexico.
something, Sally.
Our culture is not meant to classify people in certain groups, such as the white man's advanced society. The reason why this brain doctor takes notes and writes down the young child's observations
Don't worry, Sally.
is to classify her into a certain group.
You could tell I have phlegm right there.
It is important for them to know where a person belongs.
I don't know why he
What
has
is going
these.
on in this?
I don't know why.
Next.
Yeah. You sold out your people, Gerard.
Yeah,
The
dude.
habitat for the white person is in a large area surrounded by city streets called suburbia.
Cancel culture.
Very similar to our tribes, the suburban
we're gonna
area
get
is a
shadow
large
banned.
mass of land containing many different homes. Each home is made for a family, and some may even
This is where it gets funny. You got to pay attention.
I'm sorry.
contain a married couple's low-life brother who can't get a job and is on unemployment. Sally feels so safe on her front porch in her typical white suburban neighborhood. Her smile and innocence is a trait that her parents will not stand for. It is custom for the mother and father to strike fear in their children in order to keep them safe and secure behind their caged white fences.
Sally, you stay away from boys, you hear me?
That's not my voice, by the way.
Boys want nothing more but to rape and beat.
Gerardo
Whoa.
CTE flared up in 2000.
Yeah, dude.
This video is the only reason you should be banned.
Get him. Who said the
All
band
they
thing?
think about is how they want to take
Young Old
advantage
Vibes.
of you.
Young Old Vibes will light you up, baby.
Don't you
Gerardo
trust
getting
anyone
canceled for
unless
this
they are
one.
nice, well-spoken white, God-fearing boys with high-income receiving parents.
Oh, really, dude?
If they aren't any of these, then a life of pain, torment, and agony you will face.
Awkward.
Yeah, this is
And
atrocious.
Don't you dare put school aside. Remember, without an education of straight A's, you will become nothing in this world. No one will ever have
Oh shit! Thank you for signing up for the Patreon.
Yeah.
anything to do with a low GPA.
This video
or
got you there?
nothing without a
The
bachelor's.
bar has been set low.
Don't you want to be successful? So remember to read, study, and conform every day.
That's my homie Will and my homie
Don't.
Chandra.
Well, gee, Sally, I just want to hold your hand.
But Mother said I'm not allowed to touch boys until I'm older.
Well, gee, Sally, you're 17 years old.
I'm bald.
And we've been going steady for 5 weeks.
Bald.
Don't you trust me enough to hold your hand?
Back at
But
you, brother.
Mother
I'm
said-
bald, too.
Well, gee,
Standing
Sally,
ovation.
don't you trust me?
Sure I do.
The young white children at times will find ways to work around.
trying
the
to walk 'em to
teachings
the
they are
truck.
I
brought
wonder
up
if
by
like anybody else watching this, because this reminds me of like stuff I did when I was
Yeah.
younger. You know?
Yeah.
I was trying to make like really long, funny content. This is like a little bit traumatic for me. I have PTSD.
I mean-
my CT is flaring up a little bit watching this.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm
Like,
enjoying it.
let's. That's a little teaser. If you guys want to see the rest of it, go to Beware the White Monster on YouTube. LMAO, you guys are the best. Trug walk.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's
Does this end with a truck walk scene? I mean, they're holding hands. Is she?
No, they end up being Adam and Eve. It makes no fucking sense,
Dang,
dude.
dude. It gets
makes
more
no
redacted.
sense.
Damn.
And I legit remember reading the script, going like, "I'm honored to play this role, dude."
Right.
You solved racism.
Taking her to Pound Town. This guy slangs dick, right? He's a dick slanger.
I was 18 years old when we did this, dude. Isn't that crazy?
You had a few baddies in it, though.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I have embarrassing videos of me when I was in middle school on YouTube.
Yeah, you do have a lot of videos up of you
Yeah.
back in the day that you never hid or anything like that.
Yeah. And because I lost the login info, dude. Gerardo, I've heard more enthusiasm in Papa's ad live read. What are we doing here? Okay, so to my credit, though, I came in with the most fucking, like...
Dude, we started this shit like, oh my God, we have 5 minutes.
No.
Oh,
I think
you're talking about
yeah.
the voice. Oh, jeez.
You automatically just think you're doing terrible right now.
Yeah, I know. Anytime any kind of criticism, I'm like, oh, it's about me. Why?
No, so I came in there with the most, like, cancelable voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's doing a native voice.
I was trying to do the most native, and then the guy was like, hey, just talk like yourself.
There aren't really a lot of like animated they're not portrayed as being animated, the native voice, the accent.
Yeah.
It's never like them yelling, like it's usually like a calm, like a very, it sounds like they're very wise.
Yeah.
They're portrayed as very wise. Like, I'm not going to do it. Whoa, live, baby. We had that talk. Listen, I've been to too many powwows to do that. Okay.
That's a good question from Dab. He said, what would your Oscar winning speech be? But like,
oh yeah.
for the,
yeah.
we're talking about
Yeah,
this
for
stuff.
White Monster.
For
And
White
then
Monster.
What would it win an Oscar for?
Well, best actor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But this is the question, because now it's 2023, right? Do I do the voice as the Native American, you know? Or do I just talk like myself?
You pull a Marlon Brando and have a native person come on stage with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so what you win, but you didn't really act in it. You did voiceover.
But that's how good my voiceover was, though. I won best actor,
voiceover.
dude.
No chance.
I get on the stage and I go, first of all, I want to thank Papa himself.
Nominated this year for best actor in a leading role. Gerardo
Did I get my name
Alarcon.
wrong?
Yeah, Jerry Alarcon. Jerry Alarcon for White Monster. John Africa.
It would
For the
win an
Gringo
Oscar
Poppy.
for 8 inches. Mexicans are Native Americans.
Howie Gadoosh for T-Fat K.
Wait, is an outlier a bad thing? I've seen that a couple times. What's an outlier?
An outlier means like that Malcolm Gladwell book. Outlier. How do you explain?
Oh,
Like the person outside of like they perform at a high level, or there's like I'm redacted. I can't really explain it right now.
Yeah. I would just say, first and foremost, thank God. Second most, thank myself. What would you say if you had to accept an Oscar for anything? Best podcast of all time, T-Most. Boom.
Okay. Thank you to, first of all, thank you to Brennan Schaub. Because without you, we would be doing podcasts about Coco Briscoe. And also,
it's Coco Briscoe.
I want to say that I can't talk about the lawsuit right now because it's she's suing me. And that's all I'll say. But I want to say thank you also to Gerardo. I know that you have again said that you're going to quit, and this is the third time this week.
The camera cuts to me. I'm eating hot Cheetos.
You're throwing them at me. Yeah. But in reality, though, this is a huge honor. I want to say thank you to the Academy. It's great to see a lot of my friends here. Howie Mandela's here. My date, John Africa, is here. And also, I just want to say thank you to Sean McCorkle.
Yes.
Brian Campbell and Luke. Without your skids and beards. Can you imagine I say that on the Oscar stage? Skids and beards, Harrison Ford.
Do you think it'll ever get to that?
That we win an Oscar for a podcast? Not a category.
No, I'm saying a person that's winning an Oscar
goes like
a
T-Mode. Oh, Schaubism?
Yeah. They just go there ninth.
I mean, there could be. You never know.
Yeah.
There are some people that are certified homeless that are, kind of famous and be randomly. Who knows? Who do you guys think is like the most famous certified homeless? Different.
Well, how about this? We have to deconstruct this. You have to go backwards. Who is at such a good acting level that Schaub has talked shit about? Like Timothy Chalamet, for instance. Schaub has openly talked shit about Timothy Chalamet.
Really?
Yes.
I don't even remember that one. But yeah, no, he could definitely win an Oscar.
Yeah.
If Timothy Chalamet gets up there and does Schaubisms, that would be amazing. If he does a T-Most thing at any award show in any facet, I'd be very happy.
He has his friend come up there and go, "Do you want to take a hot chip?" And he's like, "I don't want that."
See, that's a good. This is a John Gobbler says BC and Ariel. That's not crazy off because BC I know said he wanted to do stand up, so he's going to try that out. I could see him writing something, and same with Ariel is pretty funny. Like,
yeah,
I could see Ariel writing a movie. Like, why not?
Brendan Schaub probably wants to know what would Cooney do if he didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Daniel Day-Lewis. I mean that would just blow my mind. He's retired acting, so it's probably not going to happen. But if he's seen any of the bits, I still haven't watched There Will Be Blood again. I hate myself for not doing that. I might have to do that tonight.
You could watch it on YouTube if you had premium, dude.
I mean, I'm just gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I know is like if I said I won an Oscar, you would.
I thought people would back me up on Timothy Chalamet. I'm pretty sure he talked shit about him openly on his podcast.
I don't remember, but it sounds like something he would do.
Yeah.
He called Vin Diesel gay.
There you go, dude.
And Vin Diesel was pretty freaking good. And whatchamacallit, what's the war movie? Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, okay, yes.
Saving Private Ryan. I mean, that was a pretty good performance,
Yeah.
right? Like classic. One of the best war movies ever. And
Yeah.
Diesel was in that. So he's not super far away from possibly winning an Oscar, right?
When Vin Diesel wins the Oscar, he's like, "Brendan Schaub, put this up your butt," or something like that. Or how's your Vin Diesel impression?
I haven't seen him in so long, man. I haven't watched any of the Fast and the Furious.
He has a bit of a raspy voice, right?
When your family, is it like that? Your family.
Let me try to pull up his interview.
So, a lot of people thought Fast and the Furious 12 was just a stupid action movie, but really, it was my first Oscar-winning film. And I just want to say here that, Brendan Schaub said I was gay, but I am happy that he canceled his European tour and didn't tell us why, because he sucks. That was terrible.
Gerardo brought me a native cookie, a chocolate chip with an arrowhead on it. Let's see this.
As I was coming over here,
that's not that far off,
pretty
right?
close.
Yeah, I didn't get he's got a little bit of a high pitch at the end. It's like I can't go high with it.
Yeah.
Let's see where he says.
I'm not going to get emotional about
I'm not going to get emotional about
winning these awards. Wow, there's a lot of you here.
I've abandoned my dog.
It's been a long day.
It's about Tank.
Oh, yeah, we can't play this.
Without you, my friend. But I'm
King of Cringe.
Tank, I'll see you again.
Why is he the king of cringe?
Remember the Tank song we did, the Johnny Cash one?
Yeah.
Like, I good douche, my dog, my only friend. I thought that was pretty good. I thought that was one of the better ones. How I good douche, my dog. Vin Diesel's brain is homeless. Yeah. Now it is. Being attacked for no reason. He was called gay because he wears tank tops. What's the correlation?
Look up the video of Vin drunk dancing in the mirror. Okay.
Well, that might be it.
Dancing in the mirror, huh? Vin Diesel drunk. Your U doesn't work on this.
Well, it's a little broken there. See?
Yeah.
I got to get a new Amazon keyboard. Listen, we all could be victims of this. Get drunk. A good song comes on. I mean, I wouldn't wear shorts like that. These shorts are awesome. This reminds me of like middle school when you wear like gigantic jean shorts.
I don't know why this shit is funny, dude. Paul Walker died. I didn't even know he was sick. Oh my god!
And then this thing, I've definitely done this when I'm drunk.
Yeah?
I can relate to that a little bit.
The fucking dice too.
He hasn't done the dice thing. This I've done for sure, man. I've done that completely sober.
Hell yeah, dude.
You just by yourself. I mean, I wouldn't film it, but
cargo shorts, dude.
Huge cargo shorts though, like oversized. They're almost pants.
Also, too, he has the mic right there. Please tell me he gets the mic in his hand and he starts.
Why does he have the mic? Is that for like self-acting? He keeps grabbing his dong.
Oh yeah, and then you could tell
Maybe
it's
like
small.
a rapper or something.
Oh my god, Rajiz Khalifi. So stupid.
Was that what the song was?
I don't know. Let me see. No, it's "Drunk in Love" by Beyonce.
Oh wow,
Dubs is over.
Dang, he's getting into his feelings.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that would be so funny. Thick boy squad, thick boy nation.
Here. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Isimo. He was dancing to Isimo.
I didn't know he was a huge fan of Isimo, dude. Oh, yeah, I put on the song and he stopped dancing.
Family.
Look, he's talking to the camera.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
That's a good one.
Hickory dickory dock. Brendan Schaub can suck my cock.
Whoa, dude.
What I'm saying is Vin Diesel.
Oh, that's
he
Vin
doesn't
Diesel.
like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
What's in the shorts, bitch? Those are pretty baggy.
Dude, this is why I don't work out, bro. Because I don't want to be caught on a video just looking at myself like.
Yeah, he's like feeling himself too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is why he gets into fights with Tyrese. He's like, you're doing my bits. I'm the guy that makes a fool of himself dancing with a tank top on.
What is this dance move right here? Watch. And start. Ooh. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Vin Diesel keep you busy.
That's something I've never done drunk right there, dude.
I mean, even doing this, it's like not as bad really as a lot of the Schaub skits that he does.
Skits in bed.
Schaub's not, well, actually Schaub is drunk. Actually, you know what? This is kind of reminiscent of Schaub. I take that back. This is like Schaub without Callan. If Callan leaves the show, this is what we have to look forward to. Just videos of Schaub drunkenly dancing. So you better stay on, you know?
Oh, yeah. We've listened to that song, Mr. Singh.
John Goldberg. He used to be a break dancer when he was young. That makes sense.
Eric Griffin.
Look, we like Vin Diesel, too. He's great. He's a great guy. Never met him.
Eric Griffin, Thick Boy song. I'm pretty sure we already heard this, right?
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah. He's a thick boy.
Trying to get my pockets bigger than a thick boy.
So
Swagger
bad.
so lit, it probably make you sick, boy. If you looking for the wave, this is it. Me and Griffin
Pause
had
it a
to flip.
second. This is like what the waiters or the servers and chefs listen to when they're cleaning up at Cracker Barrel. They're like, all right, put on the song. And then they're like putting all the dishes away. And poor thick boy. The big boy.
Montez.
Montez.
Doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense, B. Let's keep playing it.
Oh, I paused.
Riding in the whip, wheels jumping on hydraulics.
Big donut.
Running every day, feeling like a workaholic. I can't even.
Food Truck Diaries, Tiger Thick. What else does it say?
Oh,
Thick Boy Bike Club.
This is Lil Browse, their rapper guy, right?
Yeah. Oh, King of the Sting right there.
I've never seen what Lil Browse looks like. I don't know what he looks like.
King Jappy Joe. I wouldn't say I hate Eric Griffin though, dude.
No, I mean, I think Eric Griffin is funny.
Yeah.
And I also really, I mean, obviously liked him on Workaholics, and I think his stand-up's funny.
And at the risk of sounding like I'm in the Rogan verse, if you see him live, he fucking murders
row, dude.
Yeah.
Damn. An assassin.
Even really call it, I just call it what it is. Do it big like
You know, Shop was like, this song might blow up for real though.
Probably. He probably thought that.
Well, that's the dangers, dude, of digging yourself too much. You start making the gringo poppy. Then on top of that, you're like, oh, bro, I need to make an album, and then all this other stuff, which is dicey because I'm making an album right now too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been working on beats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you came up with a Patreon beat too, which we all appreciate. Thank him.
and make
Savages.
Because
Brendan is a thick boy. That boy big as fuck. Tell me why you're so thick, boy.
Everybody, like, I think, I mean, it's terrible, but everybody kind of wants to do this. I mean, we do it with the songs.
Yeah.
You have an idea, like, for a song, singing over it, and someone asks you to do it. You kind of want to do it just because it's fun to do, and you think, oh, maybe it'll be good. That's what eventually we were like, dang, some of this is actually good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's maybe they're trying to work up to Timos level. They heard us. They're copying us.
Just to be clear, you guys said Dalia, Eric Griffin, and Burr are all murderers. Bappa.
Come on, King Pappy Joe.
Why are
Look,
you keeping
all we're
track?
saying is that stop monitoring what we say. Don't. No, I mean, all we're saying is that we've seen them do really well.
Yeah.
You could say the same for a lot of people that are not good. Yeah. That people that suck at stand up. I've seen them crush.
Yeah.
I don't want to say their names. It's just mean.
Shab has dirt on Griffin. Yeah, so you guys are saying that Shab is like the fucking, what's his name? Epstein of comedy, dude?
What?
He's the Epstein of comedy.
How so?
Because Epstein had dirt on politicians.
Oh, right.
Wow.
So, and if you want to go to if you want us to talk about people that like really are bad at comedy when you've seen them crush, go on the Patreon. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Don't you work out enough? You got baby making it.
Imagine going on a song, dude, and saying, my boy Brendan, he's big as fuck. It's like, oh, pause, bro.
Who do you think wrote it? Lowbrows, Eric Griffin, or Shab?
I know who said it.
Griffin.
Yeah.
I wonder, but like, did Griffin just come up with it himself?
No, he probably somebody wrote it.
Boy.
But I would be like, change that fucking line. I'm not gonna be on a song saying that my boy is big as fuck.
That boy big as fuck.
Okay, Kalila is just laying. 1001, 1002. Thank you, Danny A.
Yeah. We're trying to get up there though. Like we want to get into like 999 territory.
Well, Danny A's last comment, you could be 1003. Gringo Poppy 2, Madison Square Garden, dude. Montez is just kind of a nobody who isn't going to turn down any opportunities because he's chasing that bag. Look at you, Elon Musk, fucking psychoanalyzing somebody.
All I'm saying is you got to watch the machine first before you know it's bad, okay? Just watch the movie first. That's all I'm saying.
I like how that dude that made sure that he kept us in check. Just stop commenting. He's watching like this.
He's had some, he's had some contentious comments, but hey, listen, we need to be checked.
He's white as a truck. Gerardo's a thick boy. Thank you, Tucker Jones. Yeah. I can only one day hope to have an ounce of Brendan Schaub's fucking.
We should change our text thread. We should change our text thread to a name because right now it's just me and you texting each other. Maybe it should have me, you, Oathman, and Miguel, and it should be like something like SEAL Team Thick. Something that is redacted. Do you guys have a name for our text thread? Oathman works on the show. Miguel stopped talking to us. I don't know.
No, I talked to Miguel yesterday.
All right, you stopped talking to me. But should there be a name for that? Our text thread. You got any ideas? Is that an idea, Native Poppy, or is that just making fun of Gerardo's movie?
What would be a good name? So SEAL Team Thig is the example.
What would be ours? Because we have stuff we say.
Zero Dark Cooney.
Zero Dark. Not so thick boys.
Not so thick boys. Homeless as fuck.
Not bad.
What's up, y'all? Jason Bardo, welcome. Eric Griffin's spirit animal is a white monster. Okay. Okay, nobody's answering the question.
That booty wide as a truck.
That booty wide as a truck?
Why is he saying
about
this?
Brendan's butt?
No, he definitely has dirt on Eric Griffin, dude.
I mean, going off what we've seen on the show.
Thick or treat.
8-inch gang, I think.
8-inch gang, baby.
8-inch gang is good. But that's a good one, Brian. Brian wants us to go to Austin. He keeps saying he has like a spot there.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll hit you up. We'll keep you busy. Keep inviting us. We may go there.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
So going off what Eric said on the show, though, Eric said on one of the recent clips, he was like, people think I make all this money off the show, and they ask about. So I don't know how much money he makes. I don't want to speculate. I'm not a numbers guy, but he wouldn't do it if he wasn't getting paid. So they probably all get a decent amount of money from the show, right? I'm guessing. I'm being one of these dumb people that guesses how much people make. So it's like, if you want to do the show, your friends, they seem like legit friends. Brendan goes to his wedding. Yeah. Then you're going to do what your friend wants you to do.
Yeah.
You're going to do a stupid song. I would have problems with being like, if you're like, hey, say my butt's big, I'd be like, Gerardo, let's go in a different direction.
Yeah, dude.
I wouldn't do that.
Let's just make sure. Context.
Eric's not going to come on this shit. He's like really close friends with Shab.
Yeah.
We'd have to have on Shab first. And we would absolutely do that. We'd rent out the studio again,
bro,
and have him on.
I would love, even if Shab wants to come to the hostage room, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to come here, he can. It's a lot easier to do it here, but I feel like it would be funny if he's like, I'll do it, but I can't do the same studio as Mark. If you want it, he shows up at that studio and he looks around. He's like, he recognizes. He's like, if you want to hurt me, you got me, brother. Yeah. I still consider you a friend. He would never he never considered us a friend.
The lesser gay lions, because it gets likes 20K a month, right? Montez probably gets like 2,500 to 5K. Oh,
I mean, you're more of a numbers guy than me. Gerardo knows a lot more about the numbers than I do, literally.
I mean, I'm not proud of that.
I mean, you have this. It's a skill set. Yeah, that's a skill set.
Don't out me, dude.
What does Shab say? Dust off the old skill set.
He just said Gerardo's the numbers guy here.
I don't understand how any of this works.
No, I'm just joking. But that's a good assertion, Elon Musk. Brian Callen, if he's considered S-tier talent at Thick Boy Studios, which I do, right? Out of all the people at Thick Boy, Brian Callen might be the most talented, right?
I mean, I guess in comparison to what else is there, sure. Exactly. This guy, Jacob Bean says, how far is the closest sink? It's very close. It's very close.
And now you gotta work backwards, right? So Chappelle Lacey left the show, so you got to think he had to pass a threshold dollars wise to where he was making more elsewhere, right?
I think that guy probably just didn't want to be on it anymore because he's got a good career going. And he's like, I don't need this. Yeah, I can pursue other things. He backflipped his way out of there.
Yeah.
He was like, I got to do these races where I win, but I lose somehow.
So 2,500 to 5,000 is a pretty good number, I think, to speculate.
And then and he makes money at other places.
Gerardo got that immigrant mentality, dog. What the fuck, Danny A?
That means you work hard.
Oh, got you.
I mean, Gerardo is not an immigrant, but not an insult. So
I'm 1.5 generation Mexican B.
Rancho Cucamonga Alarcons, baby.
All right, so let's okay. So I went back in the song a little bit because I don't want that backflip. I went back in the song a little bit so that we can catch the context of why he's saying that ass is thick as fuck. Apparently, ready?
Don't you work out enough? You got baby making hips, boy.
You got baby making hips, boy, and he included the fucking you got baby making hips, boy.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Would y'all work for Bappa?
No.
That booty
I don't want that.
He's got to do 5 minutes in the belly room or something like that.
Talking about who's the best guy in Tiger Thick. Well, there's a lot of killers there. Yeah. Okay, you walk in a Tiger Thick, you got Brendan.
Yeah.
He's a killer. You got Brian. He's a killer.
When I first saw Brendan coming to the comedy store, I thought to myself, he's a fucking UFC fighter. He's coming here trying to, but he did what he had to do.
What I thought,
5 minutes in the belly room.
Yeah, what I thought was that I just saw him. I said, UFC fighters, just guys being dudes. I saw him peeing in the sink. I saw his cock. I said, grab that cocksucker, motherfucker. I said, grab that sucker. It's Monday morning.
Give me another star, Lee.
I made everybody have 17 edibles. 17 edibles get stars. Everyone was high.
Tucker Jones, we already answered. You guys ever watch Red Bar on occasion?
Yeah, we've seen it. He likes us, but he doesn't like us anymore because we said, or someone said that because we said that we listened to Sam Tripoli's podcast a few times.
Oh, but
so we're out,
yeah,
B.
We're out. Yeah,
we had a moment in the sun.
Geraldo is sensitive. What?
Listen, everybody is sensitive that does this, dude.
Yeah.
You're looking at two of the most sensitive guys out there, man.
Did you two ever meet Joey Diaz? He worked potluck a lot. when I was first starting comedy. I never got on Potluck with Joey Diaz, but I would watch him do Potluck.
Yeah, I met him. I mean, he literally would come to Fourth Wall.
Yeah.
And one of my friends would open for him. Yeah.
All right, let's keep
No
going.
crazy stories.
And even though we give you shit, boy,
Even though we give you shit, boy.
we still gotta give it up. Let me tell you about the thick boy. Riding around the city making big noise. Small city kid in a big town. First name Brendan, friends call him Big Brown.
Yikes.
Cooney's accent's less than Gerardo's. Off center.
Okay. Name the waters, B.
Thank
Well, Gerardo's killing it. They're good. Listen.
You gotta suck my dick for 5 minutes of good comments, Brandon. Oh God, I hate Triple E so much. David Bucky. Oh, come on, be cool, be cool.
Be
dude.
cool. Be cool.
Would you work for Bappa if he paid $10,000 to $15,000 a month?
No.
That'd be crazy.
It would be nuts.
Well, for how many hours?
Yeah, and how long does that last?
Yeah.
You get 1 month.
Yeah.
Also, he doesn't pay people on time. A lot of times those checks bounce, B.
Off center, dicey, dude.
Who's JBP again?
JVP?
JBP. Cooney's JBP impersonation is funny.
Peterson?
Jordan Peterson. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Yuri. Well, I hope you made your bed this morning because from what I can tell, you're on a live chat with two morons. Should be doing something like reading a book.
This song is cringe. Nursery rhyme rap.
You think this song is cringe? The music that you make is for trash.
Oh,
this we can explain. I think
the Jake
right?
Tucker. What does
you know better than me? but-
Guadalajara hard scarf mean? Thank you. Well, I don't know what it means, but I think it's Bappa's version of a Theo Von joke.
Yes, that's exactly right. Theo Von had some joke about where he used words like a fighting thing a move you'd put on somebody in Spanish, and so Bappa and his redacted brain came up with Guadalajara hard scarf. That was one of the early episodes we did that.
Guadalajara hard scarf.
Who go dating the wrong hawk?
All right.
Like drink on 1,000 sedatives. It's hard to find somebody that
Jordan Peterson sounds like Kirby.
Yeah, he does.
better than Big Brown.
This chat just goes.
Right around town, can't believe what I found. Brandy shop.
There will be blood, Jordan Peterson.
Jorm Pearson.
Jordan Pearson.
I will debate any of these Brendan Schaub haters. I have a few keys to life. 1, post and ghost. 2, never read the comment. 3, I'll light you up, B. And I'm done. Peruvian necktie, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he said Peruvian necktie before.
Theo did.
Wow.
Yeah, Rat King.
C-clamps. Oh, yeah, you got to add the C-clamps.
No, don't do that. Not on live. Don't do C-clamps.
Why?
It's like a gang symbol.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I keep saying the thing about no crabs here, blood.
Who's the J in Axe J? Well, dude, is Jake Tucker a new homeless cat, dude?
Well, welcome to being homeless, B, because you're about to get lessons. All right? Jay is Schaub's brother, Jay. So that's why he always used to say Axe J.
Yeah.
He'd always be like, Axe J, just Axe J.
Like as a form of being like, he's my proof.
That's a good question, Brian, and thank you.
Anyone explain how Brendan is brown and white as fuck? Shout out to Brian, $5 super chat.
I'm trying to figure that out for a while, B. I mean, it's very strange.
Yeah.
I said before that when I watched Gringo Papi, I thought it was called that because he was Mexican. I thought he was at least half Mexican. But no. Nobody knows why he's white as fuck.
White as fuck because he's from Denver. He's not Irish, right? He's just English as fuck.
I don't know. Brendan is a very Irish name. So, I mean, he's probably
definitely turned into 10 minutes shop, dude.
Yeah, this is not really Raccoon Tweeties, but maybe the lives. Maybe one day we'll get good enough at lives to keep it on its a topic, but we have to go with
Colombian throat crank. I've abandoned my benzos.
Abandoned my benzos.
I've abandoned my benzos.
I've abandoned my benzos.
If I told you I was a psychologist, would you believe me?
My daughter does what I do now. She has got a plastic surgery.
He's definitely not Irish. B. Schaub is a German name.
I mean, yeah, Schaub is, but Brendan is like the most Irish name you can have. It's like his name is like Seamus. What's a German last name? Schwitzer. My name is Seamus Schleisenhausen. Belizean breath blocker. I like
Group
Yuri's
chat.
names
Raccoons of the Mountain.
Kimbo thought he was black. Listen, I mean, I could see it. I definitely didn't think, oh, this guy's 100% white when I saw him. Like you look at me, you don't think I'm have something else.
Shab is his own race, B.
Although that one guy, I remember, thought he was Latino, which blew my mind.
Oh, yeah. No, isn't Raccoon Tweeties less than Timos? Isn't Shab a Puerto Rican shortstop?
What do you mean?
That's his joke.
Oh, that's his joke. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Laid a man for the job because CTE can't stop my dog.
Jeez. Even his friends are making fun of him for this horrific brain injury.
Jordan Peterson in There Will Be Blood is the greatest. Okay. Hot Cheetos everywhere. Gerardo higher than Giraffe Poon. Timo's greater than Raccoon anything. Fuck you, David.
Gerardo's sober as fuck.
Okay, so what else can Jordan Peterson say in There Will Be Blood?
What other lines? This is my. Well, he doesn't have a boy.
I drink my milkshake.
This is my daughter.
Or how about this? I make my bed. I make it up.
I don't drink my milkshake. High sugar content is bad for you. I drink my water. I drink your water. I'll drink everyone's water because it's important to stay hydrated. A lot of men these days, they look around, they don't have any role models that are hydrated. Everyone drinks Diet Coke. Everyone takes Kratom.
All right, cut. Let's can we stick to the script?
Yeah. No, I have more to say. Everyone's out there saying that Kratom isn't heroin. It is. Kratom is heroin.
Okay, cut. Drainage. How do you do drainage as Jordan Peterson?
Drainage?
Do you remember how he said
I don't even remember that. I got to say.
Drainage. Drainage.
I like when he puts the napkin over his face and he starts yelling at them.
Yeah.
That is so funny to me.
Addy sounds like Mikey on South Park. Drainage is what happens when I drink your milkshake. Jordan Peterson built like Jack Skeleton. I take your kratom. Maybe in a basket. Bastard in a basket.
I'm a businessman.
I don't know if you guys know, but There Will Be Blood is my favorite movie of all time. I watch it at least once a month, basically.
It is a great movie.
Yes.
Very intense.
Yeah.
Daniel Plainview, not unlike Brendan Schaub in the way he's pursuing like success.
Yes.
A lot of work ethic.
Clean your room, clean your sink.
Gotta clean your sink, dude. I mean, gotta clean it. Just because you pee in it doesn't mean you can clean it. I am a false prophet, and cleaning your room is a superstition. Someone made him say that. All right, here's your script, Jordan.
You know that's what Daniel Day-Lewis does, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they make him say it, right?
Yeah. Well, he makes Eli say it.
Oh, I forgot. See, I really haven't seen it in a while. Sounds like Tally. It doesn't sound like
Brendan is a thick boy. That boy big as fuck. Tell me why you're so thick, boy.
Brendan's like, Eric, I don't know what to tell you. Tell me why you're so thick, boy.
It would be even weirder if this was Eric's idea. Like, it's not Brendan's idea. You go to your friend and you're like, hey, man, I got this idea for a song. Oh, what's it about? Oh, it's about you. Oh, that's flattering. It's about how you're big, baby making hips. What?
What?
This sounds like something Callan would do. Moo. Ew.
By the way, I'm replacing Theo on your podcast. Have you two ever done stand-up at the Pasadena Ice House?
Yes, B. We have.
Yes. CTE, Can't Stop My Boy. Would y'all ever do Kill Tony? I think I've done Kill Tony 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, I did it and I was terrible. I've said this on the pod before. It was when I first started, I had street jokes. It was horrifying.
Can we expect any more Redacted War episodes? That's going to be Leo, right? Or what's his name? Leon.
Can we expect any more? Oh, yeah. Levon. He said that he was going to. They were working on one, and we were definitely going to watch it. But I think him and Megadan. What is it? Megadan and him.
Somebody like that.
Something like that. That guy's funny. They were working on it, but I haven't heard from him since. I don't know. But he also did comment, I think, today in one of the YouTube videos.
Oh, okay.
So he's still around. Yeah, those guys are great.
Yeah,
never met him.
Don't you work out enough? You got baby making hips, boy. That booty wide as a truck.
Oh, that booty wide as a truck.
That is a really weird one. Of all the lyrics, that one, it disturbs me. I think the baby making one is worse, but wide as a truck is also like, it's the S tier of like strange things to say about your friend. Yeah. Are we friends or more than that in your mind?
And even though we give you shit, boy, we still gotta get it up.
Ooh. I think Brendan Schaub made him do this, and then after they finished it and they listened to it in the studio, Brendan Schaub looked at Eric Griffin and was like, "Dude, you're gay." It was just a long-winded gay joke.
Diddler comes in, he's like, "Oh, what is this stuff?" Hey, Chris, can you do a song about how I'm like big boy? No, I'm not doing that, dog. He's got, but Schaub is a thick boy. But thick as fuck. Shot Delia's version.
You got baby making hips, boy. That's what Delia would do.
Yeah, he does a lot of weird stuff with his voice.
Imagine walking to the club and you hear this.
You club going hard today.
Yeah. The club's too thick tonight, dude.
It's a thick night in the club. DJ's like, thick night in the club.
Everyone's like, no. No.
My boy Brent, shout out to my boy Brendan Schaub in the house tonight, the Gringo Poppy.
What Kill Tony episode was Brendan Cooney on? You have to join the Patreon, dude.
25 minutes of the Gringo Poppy. I hope you never find that episode.
You got to join the Patreon to find out.
You got to join the Patreon.
200 in the live. Let's go. What is the deal with this song for real? Is that a reference to the truck walk? Maybe.
I don't know. They don't ever reference it. Like the only time I've ever seen Truck Walk referenced by Schaub is when he was on Schultz, and Schultz was like, "So, tell me about, the Truck Walk or whatever." He like confronted him about it. How many views does that trash song have? 9.5 thousand. So not bad for something like this.
9.5K thousand.
Numbers guy.
Brenna is a thick boy, beasting Cheg Rig boy. Cheeg Rig. What?
Whole Foods is a thick boy. Got the nacho cheese in his finger and his mouth. Shit.
All right, well, are you ready to call this a thing?
I think so. We've been on this is a long live, but we do appreciate all you guys for coming on. You kind of, this is our first one, and we like started 10 minutes before we hit the play button. So you guys kind of carried it, and we appreciate that.
I am on the Patreon. Which episode of Patreon onlys? I wanted to do this. Maybe I don't know if you're down for this, but
yeah,
I wanted to kind of hide what episode it was and just watch it and react to your Kill Tony appearance on Patreon.
It might be traumatic for me. I don't know why you want to watch. It's so bad. It's horrible.
Not though. We watched it recently. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, Miguel was like wanted to leave the room. He was embarrassed. He was embarrassed to be there, and your girlfriend's like, "Oh, it's not that bad."
Yeah, dude.
She said that so I didn't kill myself. It doesn't matter, I guess, because we don't count.
Yeah. You should do Kill Tony again and just do the carne asada bit.
We're going to make a different tier, and you have to subscribe to that tier to get there, Caleb. Cable. I always call you Caleb.
You got to understand, it's a traumatic experience going on Kill Tony when you don't have the right material for it.
Or when you just, if you're shitty that day.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude. I'm not going to talk about that. Anyways, thanks for tuning in.
Well, wait. Let's let them know we're cooling down on the live here.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna end it off in about 10 minutes here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just like a nice little good stuff. Timo, see what I'm saying? You want to get these comments, dude? That's why we want to see it. See what I'm saying, dude? They really want to see
King
it.
Jappy Joe, you want to see it too? Man, guys turning against me.
Again, another shout out to Mr. Davin Play Games for monitoring the chat.
That's a fair Cable. That's fair.
What do you say? Everyone is bad on Kill Tony.
Yeah,
open
fair.
micers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Timo's fans are now to be known as white monsters. I don't like that. Love you, boys. Thank you, YY, for joining the Patreon.
Oh, he's just joined. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah, thank you.
Happy to pee here. I think he meant happy to be here.
He must have a sink where he is, so he's peeing.
This live didn't go as well as I thought it would because I was hoping that Rogan would be watching. Nobody told us Rogan was watching.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe, he's
somebody said Bert's watching, but who cares? He's probably drunk. Thanks, guys, for the stream. Play the chin clip. Yeah, we're going to try to do streams. I think we're going to do 4 weeks straight of streaming once a week just to see what it's like and if we can handle it. And
cheers.
We'll end it off with another Timos, but for the most part, we want to do like Raccoon Tweeties streams.
Yeah, ending abruptly was Gerardo's idea. It's good. We weren't doing that at first, but yeah, Rogan died.
Oh yeah, Rogan died. Dude, that used to get me. Did that ever get you? When people would say R.I.P.
No, man,
Rogan?
no, because I know that people hate him, so like the bit is like he's dead or whatever, and that's.
But you don't remember the first time you ever saw R.I.P. bit?
Oh, some of them have got me, but never Rogan.
Yeah.
You know, Bert isn't watching his kids. Oh man, we're yeah.
Oh shit, Shane. Which Shane?
If we get enough subscribers, we'll do all those redacted things that those guys do.
What?
You can hate us. We'll get too drunk. Well, you won't. You won't. Yeah. I will.
If we get 100,000 subscribers, I'll relapse. 100%. Cheers, fella.
Relapse.
So you want me to relapse so bad because that means you get 100,000 subscribers.
If I get 100,000, yeah, that much money, sure, I'll force you to relapse. See, there's my villain's origin story.
208 peak viewers in first live.
Nice.
Well, I mean, the first live we had 693.
That's true. That the Timos was the first live, King Jet. We had more. It was because it was a Timos one, but we were lying about the numbers on that one. That we had 10,000.
Yeah, we had 5 million.
Yeah.
On the first one.
10 million viewers.
Any news on when you will be headlining at Flappers?
Keep commenting on Flappers stuff. Ask them like why I'm not there. Keep asking. Eventually, they got to reach out.
Double Sawbuck, thank you for the $2. Love you guys. Keep it up. Keep it real. Always love the songs.
Good. Thanks for looking out.
Don't relapse.
Thanks for looking out off center. Cheers. No, there's no. I mean, Gerardo's been sober quite a bit.
Almost 5 years. Coming up this coming September.
Thank him.
Yeah.
Damn. Sobriety built the ground y'all walk on.
We'll try to do as much as we can to give you guys more content. Please let us know in the comments if it's too much at times. But if you're dying for more, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Raccoon Tweeties. Also, too, we do stand up live, which we sometimes get paid for that. So
I'm a barb guy.
I'm a barb guy. Flappers, that's what I call my wife. You guys got to do audio B. Yeah, there's audio on the Patreon too. So
audio is king, like many have said in the chat.
And of the 180 of you, if you could go to our fucking podcast on Apple Podcasts and fucking review us. Dude, we only have 53 reviews. What the fuck?
Yeah, we don't have very many reviews, so that could help. You know, we want my goal is to start touring a little bit with the show.
Yeah. So if you guys review us more, honestly, reviews on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, that helps us get bigger guests for when they look into our podcast. What are you gonna say? This is a lifestyle podcast.
That one made me laugh. That kind of is what I feel. It is sort of like that. We're like my life and through the lens of Bappa.
I'm gonna watch the Patreon after this. That's what I'm saying, dude. What was?
Oh, nice, good. Yeah, there's actually a good amount of stuff on the Patreon now.
We have 30 posts on the Patreon, so we're trying to get those numbers up.
Yeah. It'll cost you.
And the more money we make from this, the more time we can spend on it. So
yeah,
that's basically what you're seeing right now is like we're doing so well that we can actually do these live streams and Patreon content and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right now, my management job is paying for a lot of this stuff. So if we could switch it to you guys paying for it, that would be
Netflix.
That would be Netflix, B.
So for now, what's my Wednesday look like next week? Because then
boy, big as fuck. Should I make a song about Gerardo? Talk about a Gerardo.
Because I'm doing a podcast on this Wednesday, but if you're free on next Wednesday, we could do this live on Wednesday next week.
So the Spotify thing, we'd put no effort into that. It's only on Spotify because people wanted the audio version on Spotify. Our audio for Timos, I mean, we're probably not going to put that. Like, we just do the YouTube for that. If you want the audio, Raccoon Tweeties, which is what you're watching now, is all over that. So like you can, any platform you can listen to Raccoon Tweeties. So if you like this is kind of what Raccoon Tweeties is like, just without the chat part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invite Devin Costa to 10 Minutes to Shop. I would love to have Devin Costa on.
We could. I don't know if Devin wants to do that. He definitely ignored the last message I sent him.
Oh, really?
it was a dicey one.
Oh, okay.
It was fair they ignored that one. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I'll hit up Devin. I don't know if he'll be down. He's a busy guy nowadays, dude.
He's right.
Killing it.
He is a numbers guy now.
But I do talk to him every now and again.
You do
YouTube. We discuss the podcast here. We got 5 more minutes to wind down the stream. That's going to be another 2.5 hour episode of.
Do another one of those stupid teasers that I did get word that we. Well, at least the guy said that he was going to do it in July. The big LA comic I mentioned in the last one.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't say it, but his producer said it. So we'll see.
Wait, how does that work?
Well, like the guy he does a show with was like, "Hey, me and so-and-so wants to do it." So I said his name. So when he gets back from tour, so there's a hint. He's on tour. I don't know if we'll actually have him on, but it would be cool if we did. Walsh will be back on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would be dope to have Walsh on a live stream.
I wonder if Walsh would want to do it live. Ask him.
Is BGL coming back on? Probably not.
No. Yeah. We wish him well.
Yes. But what does he do now? I don't know.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him, so I have no idea.
It's so funny. We have him on one episode and people think that we're like best friends with him.
Yeah, people are like, what's your best friend doing? It's like, I mean, I don't know.
I did take a picture with him though, and I sent it to everyone I know.
I mean, that was a fun day.
Yes.
We had a great time. He was very nice to us. We had a good time. We have nothing to do with whatever happened after it.
Jerry Seinfeld is not an LA comic.
LA comic, no one ever. I think you'll like this person.
Yeah.
I mean, saying big LA comic is probably the wrong way to describe him, but I if you don't think he's funny, we disagree. I think his stand-up is objectively good, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I've seen him perform before.
He's funny. He does well. We're not gonna say, like, you can guess all you want. We're not gonna say who it is.
Mark Maron.
Yes, Mark Maron. That would be so funny. I feel like I would get into it with Maron. I'd be like shitting on him, and he'd probably destroy me. But.
Dude, I met Mark Maron at a Ralph's. When I had first got sober.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, what happened with that?
I was like, dude, you're Mark Maron.
He's sober. So
like,
about that?
Dude, yeah, I am. And I was like, oh my god, dude, I listen to your podcast all the time. Is it really? That's awesome. Yeah. All right, I'll see you later, dude. All right, later.
Gerardo's got some good impersonations on him, though, right? Yeah, it's Matt Rife.
Matt Rife. Yeah, Matt Rife is killing it, and he wants to put his comedy career in jeopardy. By
I'm sure Rife wants to come on here. Dude, Jay Leno would be so fucking funny, dude. I would die for Jay Leno to be on here.
The Raccoon Tweeties Patreon is lit. Thank you.
Thank you, Blue Shorts.
Explain how to construct a joke, please. Yeah, my name is Mark Maron.
Get Fonto. Fonto. How do you know Fonto?
How do you know Fonto?
How do you know Fonto
Cable's been naming some LA guys though, so nice. he's probably in the scene.
We should just have Fonto on Raccoon Tweeties. That guy's he's talking about stories.
Yeah,
talk about making yourself the villain in stories. Fonto's got that down. That's hilarious to say Fonto.
Greg Turkington doesn't really.
I'd love to have Greg on, but it's not Greg. Neil Hamburger, that'd be great. He's so funny. One movie I really like is what is it called? The Comedian, with the Tim Heidecker movie. And have you seen that?
No.
That is a funny movie. It's dark, but that's a funny one.
Maron asked Gerardo to get coffee, and Gerardo didn't hear him. But I remember not bringing up that I was newly sober. And
yeah,
I think about that sometimes.
You should have. Your life would have been way different.
He could have been my sponsor. Bringing his uncle Felipe Esparza, the big LA comic, Dicey.
I'm not gonna say who it is.
It's so funny because it
makes it sound like it's him, but I'm not gonna say who it is.
I would know because I'm a Greg head. I'm not sure Felipe Esparza is aware of me.
Yeah, I don't think Gerardo knows
him. I'm homeless as fug. Okay.
Oh, I mean, this guy hasn't been certified. I don't know if he's been. I don't think he's been declared certified homeless yet. So if he does, Sam Hyde. Sam, he's pretty controversial on the sub. I remember Levon posted some video with him on and got a lot of hate.
Who's Sam Hyde?
You know Sam Hyde, like what is it called? $1 Million Extreme, and he has all the YouTube videos, and he just did Fish Tank Live.
No.
That show is pretty wild.
Sorry, it got really small.
Joe Sib sounds familiar, but I don't think I know him.
Well,
Gallagher's dead, dude. Be cool, Danny. Cool, Danny. Wow, man.
We want to thank you guys so much for coming and joining our live. We were busting nuts and skits and bits all night.
Skits and bits.
And have a good rest of your evenings. We're not going to tell you guys who it is. Because what if it doesn't happen? Then we're blockbusting.
Yeah, dude, it might not happen. I mean, the guy, I haven't even talked to the guy. I've only talked to his producer.
However, you guys just guessed it correctly. It's Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Just kidding. All right. Well, have a great night, guys. From me and Cooney here at the Hostage Center. What is it? Hostage Room.
Hostage Room. Bill first based this.
Gallagher too.
Bill Burr on meth. And what is your thing again? Belushi's son.
Yeah.
Belushi's son.
Thank you again to Dab for moderating the chat, and we love you guys. Have a good rest of your evenings.
Later.
Boom.